is Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules, and what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech. Because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land. Control is desire. Devour. Take. Do what gives you pleasure. And fuck everyone else. Devour. Control is desire. Take. Control. Take. Devour. Just care about money. That I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money. Take. Do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else. Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? What? Control is desire. Devour. Take. Do what gives you pleasure. And fuck everyone else. What? Devour. Control is desire. Take. Control. Take. Devour. What? Control is desire. Devour. Take. Do what gives you pleasure. And fuck everyone else. Devour. Control is desire. Take. Control. Take. Devour.
A lot or a bunch of red meat or shellfish because I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joint.
Hey. Who? Gout.
Full gout.
Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot.
Young gout.
I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk.
Full gout.
Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks.
Young gout.
Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk. Sushi day, I'ma tear it up. Oh shit, here comes another flare up. DoorDash me a little aloe vera, a bowl of penne and a side of marinara. I could introduce you to the gout. Fatty foods every time when I go out. Bitch, I'm too fast, so I pass out. Where the cherry juice at? Need a glass now. Gout. Gotta go and see the doc. Man, it's like a couple blocks. Hold up, another $100 shot. Now I'ma hit him with a walk. Hey, what walk? Gout walk.
Full gout.
Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot.
Young gout.
I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk.
Full gout.
Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks.
Young gout.
Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk. Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot. I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk. Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks.
Guys, I'm eating.
Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit
I'm having a little snack, but you know, I don't snack.
Gout is the king's disease.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right now for the next
Sorry.
I'm literally strapped for
We're
cash.
just having
I don't
some
have
snacks.
coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills.
Some
next
carrots?
week. All my utilities
You guys like
next
carrots?
week. So now in the next few days, I have
They're
to
pretty
raise money
good.
to pay
Yeah, what's up, Nat?
And then,
What's up, guys?
Like, this is how it is for me. Yeah,
Welcome to the stream.
Fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin all kinds of financial shit for me.
Okay. How about we get started? How about I stop wasting your time? Big ups, Meerkat Mob. Snortwave Records. As always for the music. I don't think I ever heard this one.
Bill. I have to pay my taxes, pay my back taxes. I have to pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill. I have to pay bills. I have to pay bills.
I never heard that song. Okay. Sorry. I'm just enjoying my carrots here like a little baby bunny. I'm like DSP's pet bunny. Thank you, Redbird, for becoming a member. Let's go. Okay, welcome guys. Today we're going to be watching, as if you can't tell by the title, Level 1 live through Raw Phil, because his chat's on screen, and I think that's pretty useful if you want to just see what people are saying. And I like pausing, and I don't know how he does it. Like to keep the chat in line with the video. Anyways, why not? Let's check this out. Fuck it. Let's peep this out. Get into it. Okay, it's my first stream. Hold up. Here we go. Okay. DSP's Game of the Year Awards 2016 Countdown Part 1.
Everyone, Phil here and welcome to my...
Hello, everyone.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here and welcome to my annual
his
Game
voice
of the
is
Year
hoarse.
Awards countdown. Over the course of 2016, we saw a wide...
And Level 1 won't be on screen the whole time. I got a game open. It's this one. I figure we might as well check it out. I even got like a little thing. Here, look, for example.
And, I mean, just
look at him go.
This way.
There he is.
I was actually talking to Brian.
We're going to check out this Hate Army video, too.
During my day off.
But yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. There he is. Big ups, Hate Army. Okay, let's get back into it. I won't waste your time. Timestamp starts now. Welcome. Hey, Nugs, Lackey, everyone. Incorrect Beans, Reaper Piss, Willis Moore, Rapunzel, Iron Aesthetic. What's up, guys? Nice seeing you.
A variety of great video games, unique first-person shooter experiences.
How the fuck, by the way, before we start, how the hell did Overwatch win Game of the Year in 2016, bro?
Action adventure
at the Game Awards.
Titles, RPGs.
It's like the most bullshit thing
epic
ever.
Adventures, stories, characters,
imagine caring about it though. Like
graphics,
me? I don't know.
And just
never
overall,
would be me, I guess.
A wide variety of exceptional games. In this series, I'll be doing my best to count down my personal top 10 picks of the best games of 2016, as well as some honorable mentions, which I felt just didn't make the cut for one reason or another.
My girlfriend.
Maybe they were games that I really enjoyed, but didn't get to play all the modes and everything of. So it certainly wouldn't be fair to rank it as like one of my best games of the year. But at the same time, I still wanted to give them a shout out. So without further ado, let's get started.
Overwatch 1 was legit. Yeah, I know. I liked Overwatch 1 until I didn't. And then Overwatch 2 can go fuck itself.
Best games of 2016 countdown. Honorable mention: Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. The sequel to the original game from a couple years back that was an Xbox One exclusive decided to go cross-platform, but at the same time added in tons of additional new content, including single-player campaigns both for the zombies and plant side that had both story, characters, and fun gameplay elements. A ridiculous amount
like the
of
news anchor voice.
A ton of characters adding to overall gameplay variety. The same fun, easy to jump into third-person shooter combat with a cute kind of edge because of the cartoonish nature of the plants and zombies. And in this one, a huge open world that you can wander around, sewers, and the zombie side of things, the plant side of things. You can interact with NPCs and do side missions and content. They really did a great job with this game. And even though a lot of people tend to write this kind of game off because they say it's a cutesy experience for kids, in reality it's fun for anyone. In fact, my girlfriend and I ended up playing this game over the course of most of 2016 off camera just because we liked it so much. I certainly
Who's the girlfriend?
It, and
Who's
I
that
think
strange
it's a great
lady?
Experience for anyone
as
of any
Tevin
age.
likes to say. I don't know who that is.
Forza Horizon 3.
Forza.
Now, it would honestly be dishonest of me to say that this was the...
What? Listen to this again.
Horizon 3. Now, it would honestly be dishonest of me to say that this was the best driving game that I played in 2016, because it was the only driving game that I played in 2016. So obviously it was
Howdy,
the best.
partner.
But Forza Horizon 3 was an awesome experience. A game that really I wasn't expecting much out of became this cool open world adventure where you can drive a wide variety of vehicles, do a ton of different activities including races, trials, challenges, a cool, awesome variety of locations
Cool, awesome
throughout the continent
variety.
of Australia, like the Outback Desert, or going through the city, or
Just pay attention to all the buzzwords. This is every Game of the Year countdown. Is all these buzzwords.
on the beach.
It's really funny.
You know, it's just so much kind of variety
In
the
a not
amount of
funny
gameplay,
kind of
and
way.
the cool open world also added to the experience, and a really outstanding soundtrack, great graphics. I mean, pretty much all the good things that you would look for in an exceptional racing game are present in Forza Horizon 3. For me, the only negative is that I'm not a huge fan of racing games, so I didn't get to really explore a lot of the online modes, and when it came to some of the more difficult challenges like drifting, I didn't really get it. But still, it was an exceptional
Oh,
gaming
wow.
experience. I really enjoyed
Wait.
this game. If you missed out on it,
Wait, I'm chewing. Hold on.
you definitely should check it out. Now on
This dude doesn't understand drifting. I forgot about that. My favorite, like, this is how you don't play. Need for Speed Most Wanted by The Outsider. Is that it? Is it this one?
to our
No, not
official
Most Wanted. What's that shitty one with, like, the loot boxes and shit?
countdown
Payback?
with our number 10 entry for best games of the year, Unravel. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Payback. Here it is.
The following
This one, right here. Dude, he did not understand drifting. It was really funny. For, like, the whole thing, the whole playthrough, he never got it. And then there was a part where someone tried to explain it to him, and it was, like, a really good explanation, like a text explanation of how to drift. And then he's like, what the fuck are you even saying? What? Like, what are you saying? I'm gonna try to find it.
Now you get fucked. Now finally.
Oh, wait, I think I found it.
Burrito you ate.
Shift lock.
Yes, because you drive a drifting car, somehow you're fighting the power. What the f? Like,
Wait.
what the fuck? I don't understand how to do a big drift. I just don't. I've never been able to do this either. If you watch all my playthroughs of racing games, I never really understood the concept of like an extended drift. I've never gotten it because I don't play
He doesn't-
racing games.
You need to play racing games to understand what drifting and, like, how to do it. I don't know, I always thought that was funny. It's a very simple
Probably
premise.
the
You just break
Most
and...
unlikely contender for a Game of the Year awards countdown ends up making
Maybe that's
it to the top
nitpicking,
10
I
for
don't know.
my personal pick.
I just thought it was funny.
Because it combines a lot of really cool elements. First of all, the art style. It's hyper-realistic. Yarny, the main character for this side-scrolling platformer,
Hyper-realistic.
looks really cool. And definitely it kind of almost makes it feel like it's a stop-motion animation with the amount of definition and quality that they put into the design of this game.
What?
The puzzles, they're pretty genius. A lot of them require a lot of thinking. There's a lot of variety in them. There's a lot of moments where like, oh no, poor
he's playing
Yarny,
Mario
he's getting
Kart.
torn apart by this animal, or this wind is pushing him across the screen, and you end up kind of caring for him, even though he's obviously a character with not a lot of backstory. It's a fantasy style game. It really kind of tugs at your heartstrings.
He
And
called
a
it
lot of the cool
hyper-realistic.
original
Then he
things
called it
that they
fantasy.
do with the puzzles and the platforming in this game make it very worthwhile. If anything, the only negative
Oh, I
that I
guess
have
he
to
meant the
say about
graphics, though,
Unravel
to be fair.
is that it's a pretty short game, and I think that that was intentional. It wasn't meant to be a full-length retail experience.
No, they accidentally made it short.
And that's kind of the
It was
reason
an
why
accident.
it ended up shining. It didn't overstay its welcome. Although I kind of said this earlier in 2016, I actually feel if they did extend this to a
Hey,
full
the one who
retail
waits.
game, that it actually would have been an awesome
I like the way
experience.
this game
and people
looks.
Probably would have been able to play it for that long. But for a short, digestible, downloadable game,
I like my short
Unravel
games
was cute,
sometimes.
It was unique. It was funny. It made you feel emotion.
Wait, hear the
Beautiful
buzzwords.
game.
Here they come
Would've
out.
Been able to play it for that long, but for a short, digestible, downloadable game, Unravel was cute. It was unique. It was funny. It made you feel emotion. The puzzles were unique. It basically hit it on all cylinders. It was a great experience.
You know, all the cylinders. Fun, puzzle, unique, what do you say? Funny,
Emotion.
motion, emotion.
Puzzles were unique.
I love those
It
cylinders.
basically hit it on all cylinders.
As we all know, those are
It was
all
a
the
great
cylinders.
experience, and my number 10 pick. Number 9, Dishonored 2. The follow-up to 2012's hit,
I thought he hated this
Dishonored 2 allows you to again reprise the role as Corvo, the assassin who now actually plays the role as the Royal Protector, Or you could be his daughter, who is now the princess and in charge of the entire kingdom because her mother died in the original game.
Okay,
Immediately you're
spoilers.
thrown into this political drama where a woman shows up and claims to be
I know
the
what
actual
happens at the
aunt
beginning.
of the princess and the true heir to the throne. She usurps power, and now it's your choice to either pick Corvo or the daughter in order to run through the game and try to get that power back. During the course of the game, your character will gain supernatural abilities just like they were able to in the original game. There's a lot of variation, especially if you're playing as the princess, because she has a lot of abilities and things that Corvo basically did not have in the original game, leading to a lot more variety. There's a wide variety of locations. The game changes depending on your choices. You can choose to side with one faction or another. A lot of those cool things and elements from the original game are retained in the sequel, and it makes it really good. The only negative that I really have to say about Dishonored 2, and quite honestly, the reason why it's only number 9 on this countdown is simply put because the game performs very poorly on consoles. Now, I don't know if there was a PC version that was much better, but at least on the console version that I played, the graphics frequently dipped below 30 frames per second, making combat kind of a wonky experience. You couldn't tell what the timing was for proper parry.
Really? Redbird with the 2.
He cared at least back then, more sad now. Soulless.
Yeah, I'm always shocked going back to these videos because you look at what he does now and there's nothing.
Canada is the DSP of countries. Go Panthers.
Hey, I'm about to ban you. What was that? Like, no way. Edmonton's gonna win, bro.
Or a proper kind of reversal. Or
Florida's the better team, though. Hey, thank you, Meth Bear, for the 2.
Choppy, especially when you were fighting multiple enemies on the screen at once.
McDavid needs a cup, though, for real.
But once you start getting the abilities and unlocking the big upgrades,
he's too good not to have
it really doesn't make a difference anymore because you become so overpowered over the course of the game that the frame rate isn't an issue anymore. It really is fun to once again be able to go around this open world, find alternate ways to enter different houses, find secret items and upgrades. I
think we could all agree.
And to eavesdrop on people to get new kinds of snippets of the story. There's so much to do in Dishonored 2. It's a great game, and despite its graphical shortcomings on consoles, I definitely feel that it was one of the best games of 2016. Well, folks, that is it for this part of my Game of the Year Awards countdown.
Wait, that was it? That you liked what? Why is it so short? Okay, part 2, I guess.
Welcome back, everyone, to my Game of the Year Awards of 2016 countdown. If you haven't seen the first part yet, be sure to watch it, because obviously you want to watch these in order so they make sense. You can find a link to that video directly in the description of this one.
Parallelogram. I feel like my best friend. Come touch me, bud.
You know, I like to treat you guys like you're my friends, like you're sitting with me on the couch right next to me.
Thank you, Parallelogram Yosef, for the 2.
But without further ado,
I'm glad I'm your
right
best
back
friend.
Into the best games of last year.
Do it to them.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Thank you, Jay Wessel.
I can't wait for the 2 mic and neck phones feedback to give Jade an audio-induced seizure. I'll see myself out nevertheless.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, wait. So DSP's gonna have... Is he gonna use the neck phones for the PS5 audio? How is he gonna talk to Brian? He has 2 mics. For some reason, he can't use the neck phone mic.
Mafia 3. This game did a lot of things right.
And then he needs headphones to hear him, but I guess that's the neck phones. But then why doesn't he just use the mic on the fucking neck phones?
Right. It actually did significant improvements to
it's
the
so out of
gameplay
context.
elements
We
and
haven't
the
seen it
graphics
yet.
of Mafia 2. In addition, the cast this time around features a wide variety of
I don't know,
cultural
Wesley.
characters from the criminal element of New Bordeaux. Basically, people
Also, Mafia 3?
who wanted the
Honorable
mafioso
mention.
out of there, and so they united for a common
I didn't like
purpose
this game.
to become the people who
Got
were kind of
very
in
repetitive.
charge of all of that and to make New Bordeaux a better place. Although, of course, you always have to wonder, once they're in power, will they be any better than the existing Mafia element who's in charge right now? But the characters and the story of Mafia 3 were great. It ended up being a really fun experience for the fun missions that were different.
I like the
What I mean
setup
by
for
that
this
is
game.
that unlike its predecessor,
And then the
Mafia
gameplay started, and I was like, oh,
he decided to wedge
it's the
in
same
a
shit over and over.
ridiculous amount of required, grinding, repetitive gameplay that made the game insanely long for what it was. If this game didn't have required, repetitive, grinding gameplay
Okay,
to
I'm done
advance
my
to each
carrots,
next
guys.
story part of the game, it probably would have been an awesome 8 to 10 hour experience. But because they wedge in an additional 10 to 15 hours of
Yeah, the
boring,
go to the
repetitive
bathroom.
crap, this game sadly
Have you guys seen the go to the bathroom? You probably have. We gotta check it out. I'm sorry. Warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get
Oh, you could hear
Go
it.
to the bathroom.
You know.
Go to the bathroom.
Walt
I
Jr.
smell
over
you
here.
Shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet.
Why not yet?
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
What was he waiting for? Like, at that point, you pause the game. Like, what are you waiting for?
Not make my top 10 games of the year. It's still a great game. It's still a good bang for your buck. And if you're looking for one of the best stories of the year, you'll probably get it with Mafia 3. The problem is you'll have to slot.
Who was recording that? I think he was, like, streaming off of the console. Like, off of the PS4 or whatever.
So much boring, repetitive crap.
And it just got caught on live
You
stream
may
or something.
wonder whether or not it was worth it. So it's still worth an honorable mention, but sadly, because of a bad gameplay design choice,
Simon.
it does not make my top 10 faves. Honorable mention, The King of Fighters 14. That's right, in a year when everyone thought that fighting games would be dominated by Street Fighter V, it turns out that a lot of the other guys ended up completely outdoing them. King of Fighters 14 was one of those situations. Although the graphics are not much at all to look at, the gameplay mechanics of King of Fighters 14
Wait, he hated this game,
exceeded
didn't
those
he?
of Street Fighter V. The game had far more content at launch than Street Fighter V had.
Oh no, that's the next
online
one.
play was overall
That's
a better
the 15.
experience, a much wider cast of characters. It just has everything going for it. If you can put up with the fact that the game is pretty ugly and you just care about a solid, competitive fighting game experience, the King of Fighters 14 is definitely your cup of tea, and you're going to get endless amount of hours of gameplay through the various online gaming modes,
hates
the
everything,
offline
yeah.
modes, far more than you're going to get out of its #1 competitor, Street Fighter V. If anything, the reason this game really didn't make my top 10 games of the year was because, sadly, in my experience, the online play still left something to be desired, but it seems that most other people who played this game had an outstanding time with the online play. I really didn't, but hey, maybe it's just because of the region that I live in or the internet out here. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he only liked this because he wanted, like, more reasons to dislike Street Fighter V.
Well, I still really enjoyed this game, and it
Like, he just really didn't like
definitely
Street Fighter
deserved an
V
honorable mention.
for whatever reason.
But now back to our official nominations for Games of the Year.
How are we
with
only
my
at number 8?
pick, Pokken Tournament. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like we've been watching
Pokken
this for like
Tournament,
20
a game
minutes.
that combined Pokemon with the kind of 2D/3D hybrid
Pokken
gameplay
Fighter.
of the Tekken franchise. I didn't know what to expect when I
Hey,
played this
Zyker,
game
what's
at
up,
first.
man?
I mean, let's face it. Pokemon in a fighting environment could have gone any which way, but because it was put in the hands of competent game developers, what came out of here ended up being far exceptional and way above my expectations. A decent cast featuring a wide variety of gameplay and fighting styles, both 2D and 3D kind of fighting gameplay integration depending on what stage of
I don't know,
combat you're
T-Lane.
actually in.
Let's find
a
out.
narrative story mode that actually was long and had a lot of content with unlockable characters and a reason to actually play it, plus an in-depth, robust training mode, other kinds of
Robust.
modes to keep you occupied, and then, hands down, the best fighting game online play of 2016. The connections, for the most part, were absolutely exceptional for me whenever I played Pokken Tournament online. This
Why
game
did he never play
absolutely
this
had
again?
it all. In fact, the only thing that I would say was a shortcoming of this game, the graphics
Like,
were
before the Wii U servers shut down.
best
I'm
because
surprised
they
he
were on
didn't pull
Wii
out
U,
the...
and they were scaled
Yeah,
down
we're gonna play
significantly. I
Pokken
think that if
Fighter
you
for
wanted
the
to play on
last
Wii U
time.
gamepad, you know, that giant monstrosity of a screen, that it wasn't that much of a graphical discrepancy than playing it on your TV. So overall, the graphics don't end up being blow you away outstanding, but outside of that, the gameplay, the amount of content in this game, for a full retail release, it definitely delivered, and it had a great online competitive experience.
Why'd this never go to the
You
Switch?
really can't ask for anything
Did it?
more in a modern fighting game, and again, I have to admit, this game far outshined what Street Fighter V did in 2016, and that's why this
Oh, it did.
game
Okay,
gets an
never mind.
official spot on my top 10 games of the year, while Street Fighter V gets left in the dust. Number 7, Overwatch. Now let's face it, every single game that Blizzard makes pretty much just prints money.
Oh,
And
I
I
thought
don't
he was
know
going
if
to say
you all
something else.
expected that from Overwatch, being that it was the very first foray for Blizzard Entertainment into the realm of first-person
Foray?
shooter games. But boy, they did their homework. They knew exactly what they were doing, and a lot of people, even
I
though it's called
desperately one day just want to watch him play Overwatch.
article Overwatch as the spiritual successor to
Successor?
Team Fortress 2. Now, those are some pretty big shoes to fill, but I really think that Overwatch has done that with a cast of characters that all have their own personalities as well as unique gameplay styles. You can play this game in a melee fashion. You could play it as more of a defensive fashion. You could do it as run and gun. You could do it as strategic, high
I say
flying.
that, but
There
I
are characters
don't.
in
No, I
Overwatch
genuinely enjoy watching him play play Overwatch.
That actually lend themselves
He's so
to
fucking
styles
bad.
of gameplay from certain first-person shooter games of old. And that's awesome that these game
I played a lot of
developers kind
Overwatch.
of did an
I feel
homage
like I know
to
the
classic
game.
first-person shooter
And this dude
franchises,
sucks.
which is what they did with this game. But also a wide variety of maps, cool graphics, competitive style gameplay of multiple different kinds. All adds to the overall enjoyment of Overwatch. In addition, this is one of the easiest first-person shooters.
This
to
is now a
jump
nighttime
into, and within an
map.
hour of
Whoa,
playing, you'll
they
find
slapped a
one or
2
two
on the
characters
box, made
that
it
work to
nighttime.
rotate no matter what kind of a player you are.
That's cool, dude.
And that really speaks to the kind of adaptability that this game has. If anything, if this doesn't say something, I don't know what will. Of all the games that I played in 2016, Overwatch was the game that I found myself going back to again and again and again. More so than I think any other online game and any other competitive game. I just really enjoyed it so much that every time there was an update, and by the way, it should be noted, free updates. You never have to pay for them. New maps, new characters, holiday kind of themed special
I know what he
events
means,
are
but
all
like
being
you
added
don't pay for
frequently and
updates,
constantly
dude.
by
but
Blizzard with no sign
I'm
of
just being
stopping
annoying
in the
now.
future. So not only is this a robust experience, hundreds of hours of fun online gameplay, no matter what your gameplay style, but you're also going to get tons of free content moving forward. I mean, where can you go wrong? Overwatch, an outstanding game, one of the best of 2016
That
by
aged
far.
poorly. Where
All
can
right,
you go
folks,
wrong?
that's it for this part.
Dude,
of the
how?
Game of the Year
Why
Awards.
is it split in this weird way? How many parts are there?
What is going on, everyone? Phil here, and welcome back to my Game of the Year Awards for 2016 countdown. If you haven't seen the first 2 parts yet, I strongly recommend you check those out first so you watch everything in order and it makes sense.
Because ad revenue,
You'll find
yeah,
links
I
to
know.
both of those videos in the description of this one. But without any
Okay, let's go. Come on.
honorable mention, Pokemon Moon. Although I'm a fan of the Pokemon series, I really haven't played many of the games. I actually played the original Pokemon Blue back in the 1990s.
Pokemon
and then more
Blue?
recently, a couple years back, I was able to play the Pokemon Omega Ruby re-release that was remastered.
Oh, dude, every time I see this, I just think of the
Nintendo
viewers are
3DS.
lazy rant.
Outside of that, I know about the series, I've seen the anime, but I never really
This is the
played too much of
infamous
it.
layout.
So this year when Pokemon Sun and Moon were released, I was pretty ecstatic to be able to play a brand new Pokemon game at release as an ongoing playthrough. I really enjoyed Moon, the game out of the 2 which I selected. First of all, yes, it's the tried and true Pokemon formula where you get a starter Pokemon, but there's a lot of variations in this game that make it feel like a new experience, including going around several different islands and fighting island kahunas rather than going to gyms and fighting gym leaders. It definitely adds a little bit of a different spin to it. In addition, there
What
are
is
some
this? Pokemon X and Y? What is this? Which game is this?
gameplay mechanics like the
I wasn't
kinds of
listening.
elemental stones and things that make your Pokemon super powered that I definitely enjoyed.
Is this Sun
and some
and
of the
Moon,
new
or-
Pokemon and their really cool
Oh,
unique
Sun and Moon, okay.
evolutions for the Alola Islands.
I think
made it
Pokemon X
really
and Y is
fun
when I
and different.
realized
You'll
I
see
just
those
grew out of Pokemon.
classic Pokemon look and act differently in a new game.
I was
Really
like so
awesome
excited
thing.
for it.
So
I was like, oh
definitely
man, I'm gonna get a 3DS and
enjoyed
everything.
Pokemon Moon,
And then I
especially
got
given
it,
the fact that the game is
and
so
I played
long and
it,
has so
and I
much
was like,
content.
this fucking sucks.
But I really
hate
would not
this.
be able to put this as a Game of the Year pick simply because I didn't even check out most of the gameplay.
I made it to, like, the
I didn't do
6th
any online
badge.
play. I did very few
And I was like,
trades
wait
or
a
anything
minute.
like that online.
I don't
didn't
like
do any of
this
the post-game
anymore.
content. Although I could probably tell you if I did, I might have made this one of my top 10 picks. It wouldn't be fair to the other games. So therefore, Pokemon Moon, awesome. Probably one of the most challenging as well Pokemon games that you've played in recent
Pokemon's a
memory.
boring
Actually, a few
RPG.
battles
Yeah,
in this
I
game
agree
are
with you.
very challenging to the point where it actually
I used to
ramps up the
love
difficulty
Pokemon
and makes it feel like it's more than
as
just
a child.
kid game. I loved it. I think you'll love it too, especially if you've been away from Pokemon for the while. This is probably
I
the game
liked
to go back to.
Emerald
Definitely check it
and
out.
Platinum.
But now back to the countdown with number 6, Final Fantasy 15. Yes, that's right.
What?
A game,
Didn't he hate this
10
game?
years in development, although most will say that, oh, it was reshuffled and canceled and restarted about 3 years ago. This game was a long time coming and had a lot of expectations and hype.
Yeah,
to live up
Pokemon
to.
Emerald 7.
In some ways, I feel that it did, and in some ways, I feel that it didn't. If you want my full thoughts, definitely check out my in-depth review right here on KO Gaming. But in a nutshell, I enjoyed the wide variety of gameplay, missions, battles, enemies.
I thought he
classic
hated
Final
this
Fantasy enemies
game. I
and
could have
finally putting them into
sworn.
modern graphics was an awesome experience, and some elements of the
Like
story,
when he was talking about 16, didn't he say that 15 like
likable
ruined the
characters, really
series?
outstanding graphical presentation, all of these
It like
things
changed
added
the
to a game
direction
that I
and
definitely
ruined the
feel is a Game
series
of the Year
or something?
contender. However, the only reason this game ranks as number 6 and
I don't know.
higher on my countdown is because of 2 critical factors. Number 1, the game is unfinished. As you play through it,
Yeah,
you
I like
will
15.
definitely tell that the story was rushed. Halfway through the game, you're pulled out of this awesome open world environment and thrown into this very linear, limited, not
The only
very
Final
good
Fantasies
story.
I can't play are like the pixel ones.
Story that
I don't know
just
why.
feels like it's unfinished.
I'm just
Characters
a
are never
hater.
really fully explain what their motivations are or who the hell they actually really are. And it's already been announced by Square Enix that they're going to
7
patch
is the
in
earliest
at a
I
later
played.
date, more cutscenes and more elaboration because people were so confused playing through this game, saying what happened to the story. In addition, the second factor here, the combat. When it works, it's amazing. It's streamlined. It's focused. It's free-flowing.
Oh, really?
Tractor
Tractor Goose? He said 15 was good suddenly because he hated 16 that much? Okay.
And different, a big gamble for a Final Fantasy game. But then there's times when it just doesn't work. Whenever you're indoors, in closed quarters, in a cave, the camera will get...
Thank you.
We're on part 3 and he still hasn't gotten to top 5.
Well, I'm catcher with the 2, dude. Exactly. We're also on fast speed right now.
You have to constantly be fighting and
We're on
adjusting the camera
1.3.
in order to actually see what the hell is going on in combat. A lot of the times,
how the hell is it still not
like
like
healing items because you can't actually control the game
over
fully.
yet?
It's a shame because I said this
Thank
in
you,
my
Lime
full review.
Catcher.
I feel if this game were finished and more polished, it probably would have been the
Gotta play
best
5 and
RPG
6?
ever made.
Maybe I
but
will.
As is, it's still an awesome experience with some dozens.
I remember when those pixel remasters were coming out, I was like, oh, maybe that's my chance to try them.
A little bit disappointing because of its
But then I saw they were kind of
fucky
fucky on Steam, so I was like, all right, never mind.
Number 5.
I think they got updated now, though.
From the makers of Limbo, Inside is a 2D side-scrolling adventure starring a silent protagonist, and if you've played Limbo, you're probably saying, this sounds really similar. It pretty much is the spiritual successor to that game. There's a lot of ominous things going on in Inside. Yes, there's awesome puzzles. Yes, there's...
Inside is the spiritual successor to Limbo? Is that what he's saying?
Platforming elements, cool lighting and graphics,
but
there's also this eerie aura of something that just isn't right. It almost seems like a post-apocalyptic
It's not like meant to
world
be,
where
though. It's
something
just
went wrong
another
and
one of
everything
their
destroyed.
kind of game.
Humans are mind-controlled, and in certain puzzles, you actually have to have them do
I
things
hated this
against
game.
their will in order to open doors and progress in the game. The end of the game has one of the biggest what the hell moments I've ever experienced in gaming. It's just inexplicable how weird some of the stuff in this game is. I really, really enjoyed Inside. I mean, it's number 5 on my top 10 best games of the year countdown, so obviously it's resonated with me all year. What a unique and fun experience this game was.
Unique.
The only complaint I have about it, they don't explain the plot. And I hate this with these indie games. They feel the need to have an ambiguous plot line going on that keeps you guessing, gee, what's happening? What is this the entire game? And then by the time it ends, you never actually get any kind of an outright explanation. I really do feel that's a cop-out. I don't like games that make you have to try to figure out for your own mind and your own mindset what really happened in the game. Just give me a definitive plot and explanation, and we'll call it a day. But outside of that one critical flaw, Inside is an awesome 2D side-scrolling platformer with some of the most innovative puzzles I've ever played. If you skipped it this year, I strongly recommend you check it out. You will not be disappointed. Number 4, Doom. You know,
I don't know, man. I didn't like Inside.
We've had a lot of series reboots that just kind of fizzled out or didn't live up to the expectations.
I didn't
of the
disagree with
games.
everything he
Doom
said.
was the complete polar opposite of that.
I don't think it
Software
has a
brought
story.
this one back in full force, combining more modernized gameplay elements with some of the more classic, grueling ones. Sure, yeah, it's a little bit harder to die in this reboot than it was in the original games from the 1990s that put first-person shooters on the map, but they have so many classic elements like gauntlets of enemies, seeing the classic enemies return in a modernized setting, tons and tons of hidden rooms and items, allowing you to have full exploration of the stages rather than just rushing through them to beat the game as quickly as possible. But it also combined it with outstanding graphics, a variable frame rate that allowed the game to perform well both on PC and console.
Variable frame rate?
Despite your hardware settings. And also a robust story with interesting characters. This
That
game
sounds
hit on
terrible.
all cylinders. Oh, by the way,
I know what he
didn't
means,
mention
but...
the unique level creation tool.
Why is
that
everything
came with the game at
unique,
launch,
dude?
as well as all the robust online play, including
Robust,
modes like
unique,
Deathmatch that you
robust,
expect from this
unique.
kind of game,
Everything is
but also
unique
some
and
unique modes
robust.
where you can actually control
Unique
some of the monsters
modes.
and characters from the actual campaign. Doom definitely lived up to the hype. And if you didn't check it out, shame on you. A lot of people hear the name of a classic game series and say, it's being rebooted, it's just going to be a cash-in. Doom was the opposite of that.
Who said that in
Did their job.
2016?
They single-handedly revitalized classic first-person shooter gameplay with this game. And I cannot wait to see what they do with it in the future. Maybe they'll even reboot other franchises like Quake. My God, would I love that. But Doom was an outstanding game in 2016.
Wow.
That's it for part 3 of my...
Okay, last one. He's still not going to be live. I know he's going to be late, so we have time.
All right, ladies and gents, this is it. The big one. The conclusion to my Game of the Year Awards countdown for 2016. If you didn't see the first...
I like this comment here. After all these years, you're still using the word penultimate wrong.
first 3 parts yet, I strongly recommend you check those out first so it makes
See if we
sense.
can catch
You
it.
can find links to all of those parts in the description of this video. But without further ado, hang on to your butts. Here we go with the absolute best games of 2016 right after this. My final honorable mention for 2016 is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Taking place several years after the conclusion of the last game, Human Revolution, mankind now distrusts people that have these cybernetic augmentations in them after they all went haywire at the end of the previous game. You again take up the role of Adam Jensen, who is now trying to find out all kinds of different stuff. What's going on with these different conspiracies and different groups who are trying to wrangle power behind the scenes of this modern era. You again use all of your different cybernetic abilities to scale buildings, to punch through walls, to do hand-to-hand combat, as well as running guns.
I never played
and all
this
kinds
game,
of
guys.
stuff. It's an open
I played the
world
first
with
one,
tons
and
of
I
side
liked it a lot.
content, unique NPCs, great graphics, and everything that you would come to know and love.
Man, the way
about
he talks
the Deus
about
Ex
these
series.
games.
So you might say, why didn't Phil?
He just keeps saying the same shit for every single game. How is every game unique? Like, doesn't that just mean none of them are unique, dude? Like, what are we doing?
I'm not even kidding you. It was so close. I wanted so badly to put this into my top 10 games of the year, but when I looked at the other games that I chose for the top 10, I just kind of had to say, you know what? Sadly, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided doesn't deserve it. Why? Even though it's an exceptional game, it's great bang for your buck, they played it too safe. There's almost nothing new in Mankind Divided. It really does feel like it could have been an expansion pack for the original game with slightly improved graphics.
But it's a sequel.
It didn't do anything to improve the gameplay or to break the mold. It just feels like more of the same. When I'm doing Game of the Year
He
awards,
said that
I'm looking
about,
for games
like,
that are going to
other
stand out
game
from the pack and
sequels.
break that mold and take that chance to do something fun and different and interesting. And sadly, it didn't really feel like that when I played Mankind Divided. It's definitely still...
Like, he would be the first guy to complain if they did change and break the mold and change the gameplay. He would complain and say, it's supposed to be a sequel to the previous one. Why is it so different?
Game worth playing, especially if you like the last few games in this series. You're absolutely going to love this one. But for me, it was just too much playing it safe. Although I really did enjoy it, it's an honorable mention. But now on to my top 3 games of the year, starting with number 3, Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs
Now, I know
2.
some people are going to have a lot of problem with this because it seemed like people just have issue with the Watch Dogs
kinda
franchise.
like this game.
Because the first game in this series was
But I like
underwhelming according
Ubisoft
to
sometimes,
expectations
so.
and hype that had been built up for it. But it seems like the game developers directly listened to the criticism that was given to the original
Gotta
game.
be in the mood
and Watch
for it.
Dogs 2 pretty much addressed all of it instead of having one boring, silent
VLX with the 99-cent mouth drooler.
Mouth drooling fucking retard. I shouldn't have said that.
Super sticker. Thank you so much.
Protagonist or a brooding, boring main character, you have a team of interesting hipsters, kids who are out to change the world. They all have unique and quirky personalities. They're very different people. They all have their own interesting backstories and side missions that allow it to be a very much more interesting game than the
I don't
first
have
one.
L takes.
Improved hacking that is just a lot more fun than it used to be. More
We only get
3D-esque
dubs over
puzzles,
here.
utilizing not only this kind of 2D interface but 3D layouts.
At
of buildings
least
and
I'm
walls
aware
and
it's
things. You've
Ubisoft.
got drones that you can
I like the
fly with,
gameplay. I liked hacking
over
stuff. I liked the
obstacles. And in a
drones.
lot of ways, the
It
main
was very
complaint about the
unique and
original game is that
robust.
It was too much like a generic run and gun third-person
I didn't like the
shooter.
story. I
In this
didn't
game,
care.
You don't even have to ever use guns. You could constantly be using
I
the
like the
abilities,
city.
hacking, and the drones to basically do all this stuff for you, making the game become drastically different from the original. But for me, the main difference and the reason why I love this game so much was the wide variety of missions, the insane amount of content. I mean, my playthrough lasted some 2
Yeah, dude,
plus
the most
weeks
fun
of
shit in
playing
this game for me was calling, like, the cops on gangs and then calling other gangs on the cops and, like, just watching what happened. Sorry.
Game on and off because it
I'm
just has
thirsty.
so much side content and stuff in it. There's so much to do. Every little snippet of things that you find in the city, you want to keep going on. The locations,
I like
the
that
graphics,
stuff.
everything about this game is a major step up from the original. It's a shame because so many people panned to this game and said we're not going to play it because the original didn't live up to what we were expecting. In a lot of ways, I feel that this is the most overlooked game of 2016 because it is so long, has so much content, and is just so entertaining to me. If you skipped Watch Dogs 2, you missed out. I definitely recommend you check it out now because you really are missing out on an experience that is
Thank
so
you,
improved over
Cobain.
the original. A game developer that listened and learned from its mistakes. Definitely check it out if you haven't. And now on to my second best game of 2016.
Dark Souls 3?
Dark Souls 3. Yes, the game that was the penultimate climax of the Souls franchise and the final game
The
of the Dark Souls
penultimate
series.
climax
Did
of
everything
the Souls franchise.
pretty much right. Having the widest
Alright.
variety of weapons and gameplay styles yet, having amazingly detailed graphics, having a wide variety of locations, hidden content, an awesome soundtrack. Pretty much everything you would want from a Souls game is exactly what you got in Dark Souls 3. In fact, the only real major complaints I've heard about this game is that the most hardcore players think that it might have been a little bit too easy compared to the other games in the franchise, but you know what? That's to be expected when you're the third iteration. You're trying to be appealing to a wider audience, and I think that in a lot of ways, Dark Souls 3 does have a few kind of easier crutches for people to jump into the series for the first time.
Elden
especially
Ring
if
is
maybe the
Dark
first game they've
Souls
ever played
2
from software
too,
was
actually,
Bloodborne. This
Michael.
game kind of eases you in at the beginning, and then of course, it really pounds the hell out of you with
I know
cheap
you're
instant
just
deaths
joking, though.
and challenging situations, just like you've always come to know and love from the Dark Souls series. For me, the only major criticism I had is that I played this game on the Xbox One, and sadly, in certain situations, there were ridiculous frame drops, causing me to completely lose control, having dropped inputs, delayed inputs, and there were two critical boss fights in the game that were so much more difficult than they needed to be, only because of the frame drops. Now, I've actually heard that on some other versions of the game on other platforms, it didn't have that issue. So for me to hold that against Dark Souls 3 would be unfair. This game was robust, was challenging, had so much content, took me weeks to beat.
Hey, I like Dark Souls 2, Morgana.
And picking apart every optional
in this
boss,
house, we love Dark Souls 2.
Item, doing all the secret areas and everything.
It's not my favorite though. I still think it's the worst out of the three.
To end this trilogy on a high note, Dark Souls 3.
I like it a lot.
Any other year probably would have been my game of the year pick, but there was one other game that did it slightly better. But Dark Souls 3 was still damned amazing. And now, the game that surpassed all others in my opinion in 2016, Uncharted 4. That's right, 4. The last hurrah for Nathan Drake.
Of course he liked like the Sony,
bandits,
the story
and
game.
treasure hunting adventurers. Uncharted 4 did everything right. Drastically improved graphics from all the games previously in the franchise, perfectly balancing the third person.
Really? Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
I'm like level 378 DS1. I soul glitch every game 1,3.
Damn, bro. Thank you for the 2. I guess if that's fun for you, that's fun for you. Have fun, man. I'm glad. Dude, sad Kermit. Don't be sad, bro.
I'm him.
You're him.
I've been
You're
him.
gonna be
I will
him.
continue to be him.
Forever. Thank you for the 20. Dude, that's insane. The bomb. I don't have a bomb sound. I should just replace the alert with a fucking bomb sound clip. How have I not done that by now? Let me just play it. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Is this it? Why is it a video file?
Gifted member bomb.
There you go. I have it as a video file. There you go. Thank you so much, dude.
Person shooter, platforming, and sneaking gameplay with awesome large-scale set pieces, action sequences, and basically you never felt bored playing Uncharted 4. Puzzles, and exploration, and different locations, variety.
Oh my god, we got Penitent Sin now with 20 fucking gifted members. There it is.
Gifted member bomb.
Gifted member bomb. There we go. I got the sound clip, guys. It's kind of scuffed, but it is my first stream, so just bear with me, okay? Thank you so much, Penitent.
Characters being introduced, the story of Uncharted 4, everything just felt like an awesome interactive Indiana Jones / Tomb Raider style event, and that's exactly what you come to expect from this franchise. Awesome execution by Naughty Dog. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't even mention that Uncharted 4 had one of the best multiplayer modes of any game this year with its amazing third-person shooter gameplay, featuring grappling hook swinging and all kinds of cooperative fun, having these assists and things now that you can summon. It was hilarious because I actually played the beta of this last year when I was playing
Sad
Star
Kermit.
Wars Battlefront, and I said, wow.
Oh, dude, and Penitent, and now fucking VLX with another 20? God damn, bro. With the 20 gifted member bombs. And we, dude, what is happening, guys? We got movie sign with
gifted member bomb.
A gifted member bomb of 20 fucking memberships. I can't even read. We got the Argentinians are here. Yeah, I agree. Big ups. Morgana. Thank you, movie sign. VLX. Fort Worth Raised. I see you snuck in there. Fort Worth Raised. Legend. Thank you so much. And Berserker Snake. Legends. Sad Kermit Penitent and hey guys, thank you. I can't even read all of you.
Wow, the multiplayer of Uncharted 4
is
like infinitely better than the game.
Thank you so much. Okay, is he live? He might be live. I might be missing it. But that's okay. No, he's not live. Of course he's not. Why did I assume he was live? Like, what is he, late? He's already late. Why did I think he would not be later?
Isn't
I don't
that
know.
sad? And it's true to
Silly me,
it's
I guess.
Absolutely a true statement that the multiplayer of Uncharted 4 actually was.
Thank you
one of
guys.
the best
Greedo the Green. What the fuck? Yo, 20. Holy
if you remember Bob.
From Greedo the Green. Legend. With another 20 gifted memberships. Guys, wait, hold up. Aaron Hines, what is happening?
If you remember Bob.
Guys, alright. Thank you so much. This is not a drill. We got like terrorists in the chat, bro. What's happening? Bombs dropping everywhere. Aaron Hines, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you so much, dude.
multiplayer experiences of 2016. So combining the penultimate best chapter ever in the Uncharted franchise,
Thank you guys
pretty
so
much a
much.
robust and fun multiplayer mode that didn't even need to be there, it was just the icing on the cake. I would be remiss to say that Uncharted 4
Organic
was
growth.
not the best game of 2016. You may disagree with me, and that's fine. But at least for me, now of playing this series from start to finish, it
Oh boy, movies sign, or no, not even, it's Daijodan, legend, with the 20.
If you remember Bob.
Alright, what is happening now for real? Did I do something? Did I do something right? I don't know.
definitely resonated.
Thank
as
you.
the
Thank you guys for the organic growth. Daijodan, thank you.
ultimate final chapter. I absolutely loved it. And by the way, I actually heard there may be some DLC coming up for it, and you can bet I'm going to be all over that because I
And
love
don't worry guys, he's still not live, so it's not like we're missing anything.
Uncharted 4. And so that's the year that was for video gaming in 2016. I hope that you enjoyed my countdown of the best games of the previous year, and if you did, everyone, please consider giving a like on this video, and hey, subscribe to KO Gaming, because 2017, at least from what I've seen with the game releases being announced and stacked up for this next upcoming few months, seems to be one of the most game-loaded
Oh
years
my god, dude. Woolwich. UKR with another 20 fucking bombs.
If you remember Bob.
Holy shit. Woolwich UKR with 20. I can't even keep up. It's going so
could be one
quick.
of the most awesome gaming years ever.
Thank you
And I'm
guys
gonna be
so
covering
much, man.
all of those major releases right here on KO Gaming, whether it's in-depth game reviews, montages of fun gameplay, and of course, my Game of the Year awards come the end of the year. You're not going to want to miss out on all of that fun. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Please check the
Enjoy,
video description
guys.
for some fun stuff like my Loot Crate discount code.
Alright, how do I cut this shit off? How do I cut it off? Guys, Waffle Bunny 123 with another
If you remember Bob.
20 gifted fucking members, dude. Thank you so much, man. Enjoy, I guess.
In my Patreon.
What is happening?
As always, thank you so much.
Thank you so. Whoa, that lined up perfectly.
With such great takes, he should for Kotaku.
Yeah, exactly. Shorts Vault. I agree with you. By the way, Brandude agrees with you. He should. Kotaku. He fits right in. Joe G with dude.
If you remember Bob.
Joe G with 20 gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for the organic growth. What was his game of the year? I forgot. Uncharted 4. And then, of course, May 1918.
I'm him.
This is all of you guys.
I've been him. I will continue to be him. I'm really him.
That's you. This is you. This is me to you
That
now.
coochie yummy slime.
Thank you. You guys are all my mom, my wife's right now.
My wife.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm going to be all over that because I loved Uncharted 4. And so that's the year that was for video gaming.
All right, Uncharted 4.
I hope that you enjoyed my countdown of the best games of the previous year. And if you did, everyone, please consider giving a like on this video. And hey, subscribe to KO Gaming because 2017, at least from what I've seen with the game releases being announced and stacked up for this next upcoming few months, seems to be one of the most game-loaded years in recent memory. It could be one of the most awesome
welcome, by
years
the way.
ever. And I'm going to be covering all of those major releases right here on KO Gaming.
Supposed to be angry. Hey, if it's Argentina, I love Argentina. I support Argentina every day.
My Game of the Year awards come the end of the year. You're not going to want to miss out on all of that fun. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Please check the video
And if it's
description
not,
for
I
some
love
fun
you
stuff like
anyways,
my
too.
Loot Crate discount code and my Patreon. And as always, thank you so much.
Oh boy, Jimbalea. Jimbalea with 20
Gifted Bob.
The gifted member bomb. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't even know what to say. It's going so quick.
So much.
There's a lot of you in chat right now, so I guess you have a good chance to get one. If you do, enjoy.
For all of your watching of
Very
games
positive.
The past year, this was a pretty big experiment for me, and to say after a year's time that this brand new channel that could have failed has been pretty damn successful and is getting traction on YouTube is an awesome thing. Thanks for that. I'll see you soon. Peace
I'll
out.
see you soon.
Bye bye.
Peace out. Young out.
Young out.
Okay. Yeah, he's still not live. So he's double late. He's late, and now he's officially late. That's pretty cool. Okay, what do we watch next then? I did not anticipate this late. Oh, you know what? I got a video. I was gonna save it for when we were playing stuff. But hate on me, bruv. DSP replaced his fat wife cat with a black man he met on the internet. Needs your help to chat with him.
Shout out for hate.
And, I mean, just you got to think of it this way. I was actually talking to.
Oh no
Brian.
way! I look away for a second, and we got. Hold on, wait, what did I miss? I looked away, guys. We got ABAP Gangsta for 1 month. Thank you. I missed you. And then Hum Along If You Can't Sing Along.
I'm him.
That's you. Penitent Sin with another 20. Are you kidding? And then Movie Sign with another 20. What is happening? And then King Be Cruel. King Be Cruel. The guy himself. Who switched sides, I guess. Not that there's sides to take, I guess, but thank you so much. King Be Cruel. Movie Sign. Penitent Sin. Hum Along If You Can't Sing Along. Of course, you as well. Thank you guys so
During
much.
my day off, we were going back and forth. We'll talk about
I
that.
looked
A lot of
away
people
for 1
wondering,
second.
Hey, will Brian be back for Street Fighter? And I'm talking with Brian, and I'm basically like, you know, we're going back and forth during our day off about, gee, when will we play again and stuff like that. And I told him about, I've now improved my setup, and because of that, I can now have no input delay. And he's like, wow, that's amazing. And I was like, and you got to think of it this way. In the last year, I got 5 characters to master. 5. Some of which on multiple consoles, meaning I had to do it again a second time. So not only was I getting characters to master early, as recent as last week, I got Zangief to master, right? So this has been one of the hardest things I've ever done in fighting games.
Jeez.
And I did it with a
thank you guys so much again. I can't even like think straight.
handicap. I essentially did it with one hand tied behind my back with weighted clothing on, weighing me down as if I was Goku trying to prepare for the big fight against Frieza.
What?
Like, seriously.
What's happening?
You guys have no clue.
I got lost.
When you are trying to do something competitively.
Hey, Yosuke Higashikata?
When you have a handicap, how tough it is.
Dude, when I tell you, what was it, like 7 months ago? Yosuke? I was like, I'll get your name eventually. I think I got it.
And I have had this huge handicap. I've been telling you guys, isn't it funny how everyone plays on PC? Now we know why. Right from the get-go, when you play on PC, you don't have the input delay that you have on console like I've had. So they've been playing instant react drive impacts, break every throw, anti-air every time. And when I play and I try to do it, it's like lag. How did I get 5 characters to master and some to master twice? What does that say about the competition? Right?
What?
So I said that to Brian, and he goes, damn. He's a one-word answer.
Hey, Shody
damn.
Damn. One word answer. Yeah, Movie Sign with the 5. Thank you.
He actually compares himself to Goku.
Yeah, dude, he knows all about training and working hard and persevering. Of course. Obviously.
He's like, damn, those fucking people who struggle and scrape to get to master and have losing records to hit master. And here I am with a winning record with every character.
Wait, Brian said this? Brian said that?
To Brian, and he goes, damn.
Brian says
one word answer.
Brian says one word answer, damn.
Damn. He's like, damn, those fucking people who struggle and
what? Brian said this?
Scrape to get to master and have losing records to hit master. And here I am with a winning record with every character
Okay, now it morphed into him. So I guess Brian didn't say this part, even though he said Brian said this part.
Got to master with insane input lag.
Brian said all of that.
Right?
All right. Right? Yeah.
So I hope you guys understand why I've gotten so frustrated in the last year playing Street Fighter 6.
That damn one-word answer could have just been like, damn, like, you know, kind of just to say something, but you don't actually care.
Not the game. It's the fucking problems trying to play it with this insane delay online. It's been wild the amount of delay that I have. And other people just don't experience it because they're playing on a different platform. Now, I have an update. I spoke with Brian. He would like to continue
Dead Bears legend.
I'm really him.
That's you. 3 months, man. It's been a long time. Thank you so much.
2 Street Fighter sessions with me. We did not set it up for tonight, though. It may happen later this week. However, he really wants to voice communicate during these sessions.
Voice communicate.
He feels like they're not as
fellow humans
interesting if I don't voice communicate with him.
Voice communicate.
Voice communicated. He'd be down for doing it.
Why does he keep saying it? What?
If I don't voice communicate with him, okay? If we voice communicated, he'd be down for doing entire night streams.
Why does he keep saying voice communicate? Okay, is he live now? How is he? Okay, he's mega late right now.
But he's like, dude, if we're not going to voice communicate, maybe I'll play for like an hour, but then I'm going to get bored. So the only thing I could think of is we got to figure out a way for me to voice communicate with Brian
again
over these sessions. And I think the solution, we talked about this for the last week. I don't think that buying a microphone that you just plug into a headphone jack will work. I think I'm going to have to find a PS5 compatible USB mic. But the question is, what mic? We have to look into what microphones out there will plug into PlayStation 5.
This is so stupid, man. This is so stupid.
Via USB and be recognized.
This guy wanted to buy... No, he didn't even... He did. He bought a microphone to talk to his friend, quote unquote, once a week on the PS5 through Discord.
And work.
When his neck phones have a microphone on it, and so does the controller. It has a microphone.
And it cannot be a headset because I can't wear headphones.
Okay. Can't wear headphones, except he did during the interview.
Okay. So whether it's maybe just something that goes over my ear, but it doesn't go in the ear, it's just a mic that comes out, or maybe another microphone that I could put right here on the desk, like right here. So I'm talking to two mics at once, which I guess we'd have to do. I need help. Do any of you out there use a PS5 specific microphone?
Dude, he could have done the Tyler One thing. The Tyler One thing where he takes an old mic. He could have done this. Can you see this? Do this, dude. Why couldn't you do this? I remember once I did this. Unironically, I did this because my headphones broke or something, but the mic still worked. And so I had like another pair. That's like, why not just do that? You would look funny. People would laugh. It would be entertaining. I don't know.
USB. Okay.
You have old pairs of headphones.
Cannot be the controller. The controller mic's not going to be good enough, and we don't want to have two controllers on at the same time because they could conflict. All right? Can't be a microphone that goes through a headphone jack because that's also going to cause a conflict with the audio out. What we need is a microphone that would be recognized via USB as a
oh, okay. The stream starts now.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we have several follow-ups to topics that we've been talking about recently. And it'll be cool to finally get some elaborate.
Thank you for the skip juice, brother. I appreciate it.
It'd be great if this was all some elaborate scheme by Brian to troll him.
Yeah, if only. I don't know. He's played with Brian for years now, so.
I saw this, but he never said who Brain even is.
Brain. Scott B, thank you for the £5. It would be great. I agree. But the thing with Brian is that he's some guy that they've already played with, and I guess this ties in with, yeah, nice freeze frame. This ties in with Chaos Zero. He's just a guy who they've played stuff before. Like, they played Destiny, they played Apex. So it's probably not just some elaborate troll job.
Thoughts and feedback out in the open about said topics. Also, today we're starting up a new game in Crow Country, which I'm very excited to jump into.
You don't like the shirt?
It'll be a more laid-back and chill podcast today with a lot of follow-up discussion. All this and more on today's Level 1 podcast.
Nice. So you let us skip this. There you go.
Well, it is Tuesday, the 4th of June, 2024. Of course, I'm DSP, and I welcome you here to the show. 2 more days left in my streaming week before my day off, and we got some good stuff coming today.
Thank you.
With variety. Today
I hope you like variety.
Big ups, dude of Bran. Love the stream.
Big ups to you, Penitent Sin, for the 2 and for the bombs, dude. That's incredible. Thank you. I'm just here to entertain, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Actually going to be starting up a game called Crow Country, which apparently released last month.
Crow Country.
I think it was like May 8th or 9th or something like that it came out. Now, I had no idea what it was, and no one had really, mentioned it at all. And apparently when it came out...
That's so annoying. I'm just going to nitpick that, because we need skip juice, bro. I'm skipping that schedule fucking raw. Like, I'm not watching that raw. Dude, you're the streamer. Just look up the fucking store page. Go to Steam. Go to the PlayStation store and just click on it. Just press on it and see what it is. It's not that fucking... Why do people have to tell you what it is? This is your job. You need to be looking for shit to play.
It was shockingly good, like critical acclaim across the board. And so over the course of the last month, several people have been coming to my streams mentioning...
Like, even if you did tell this guy about a game, he wouldn't even care. He would just say, I'm not taking... Like, during the feedback suggestion box thing, he would get suggestions for games and just ignore the question because he says he doesn't want game suggestions. What if in that thread people mentioned it?
And I'm like, Crow Country, I don't know what that is, right? And people
Okay.
were like, well, you know, you're busy right now, but when you get a chance, you absolutely should check it out. So finally, we're in a situation where we're looking for new games for the rotation, basically until the Shadow of the Erd-Tree DLC comes out in a couple of weeks here. And people have been recommending this game, and I looked into it, and, you know, I'm like, okay, if it plays like a PS1 game, I've been there, right? I was there during that era. If it plays like classic survival horror, I love it. You know, I love Resident Evil and all of that.
A nice shirt.
And so I said to everyone I would get it. You know, cool, let's do it today. So it was funny because last night I go to get it on PlayStation Network. It's $20, so not a bad, you know, price or anything. Apparently it's short. It's like 9-10 hour game. And then immediately I look at the title card, and I was like, oh, when people said it was like a PS1 era game, no, they literally meant that. Like, it looks exactly like a PS1 era game with these blocky ass graphics. Pixelization.
It's called
you know,
a style.
The models remind me of like Final Fantasy VII.
It's like
not
a
the good
art
ones
style
from combat, but like the ones that walk around the environments and stuff like that. Like that's what the characters look like. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty crazy. So if you like retro throwback graphics, and if you like classic survival horror, I think you're gonna have a good time with me here as I play this game over the next week or two. Listen, to me, it doesn't bother me. I don't care what the game looks like. What I care about is the story riveting, is the gameplay, you know, interesting, scary. That's what I care about. And, you know, I've played recently in the last few years throwback games like this that actually are quite good. So I just hope that people will give it a chance. Keep in mind, you guys are the ones who even told me about the game. I didn't even know it had existed. And the reviews are great. So hopefully people will actually be here along for the ride with me. You know, when you play a game that looks dated, you get a little nervous. I do. You know, when I usually play throwback retro games, I don't necessarily get the audience that I would get if I was playing modern games, even if it really is a modern game. Like, this game is not even a month old yet, and I'm playing it, but it looks ancient, you know? So hopefully you'll stick around after the podcast to check this out. And I want to thank everyone who did actually recommend this game, because, again, I would not have even heard about it or known about it. It's one of those things that's kind of off my radar, and thank you for the recommendation. Let's check it out today, okay? Plus, let's be honest, it's horror, and people love my horror game playthroughs. They feel like it's my forte or one of my fortes, you know? There's basically like
my forte. You don't have a forte. What does that even mean, your forte?
The holy trinity of gameplay that I play. Number one, you know, From Soft style games or Soulsborne spin-offs. Number two, fighting games. And number three, horror games. My three best genres, right? Not to say that I don't play other games that are entertaining, but those are kind of the big three. So I hope you'll stick around for that today.
Okay.
So today what we're going to do is we're going to have follow-up.
The common thing with all of those is that he sucks.
To various different
those are really fun to watch him fail at because they usually have harsh penalties.
Topics that we've all been talking about in the last week or so. And I'd like you to know about some feedback I got that was really useful and stuff like that. All right, first topic today that I want to actually cover was actually a topic I opened the show with yesterday. If you remember, yesterday I said, man, this laptop runs on Windows 10, and it's angering me because it's telling me that I'm being forcefully told to do Windows updates.
Are you really doing this again?
Now, previously, I've had many computers. I mean, I've had them since the 1990s.
Oh my God, we did this yesterday,
in previous iterations
dude.
of Windows before Windows 10, it seemed like you didn't have to do what you didn't want to. If you decided you didn't want to do a Windows update, you weren't forced to. You could indefinitely delay it or just tell it, hey, don't install updates until I tell you to. But in this case, at least it seems starting with Windows 10, Microsoft is literally bullying you into doing it, saying, oh, you can delay it a certain amount of time.
They are literally bullying you.
Well, inevitably, you're going to have to install the updates we tell you to install without any kind of way around it. All right? For example, you know, a few months ago, or I'd say probably earlier
put my head in the
toilet. There was a bunch
toilet.
of Windows updates needed. And I said, well, I don't want to do them now because I have a certain setup on my streams here where I have 3 browsers open on my laptop at all times. And each browser is for one of my YouTube channels, and each one has a setup.
Holy fuck, dude, this is word for word, bar for bar, the same shit he said yesterday. I'm skipping it. I'm sorry.
If that's the case, right?
Holy
then
fuck,
what's the big
we're
deal?
live.
I don't have to force myself to do them. So what I would do is I would queue them up. I would queue them up for several months and then do like one loaded update every few months. So I'd done that earlier this year.
Go watch yesterday's stream if you fucking want to hear this
I remember
shit.
it happened again like a week or two after. It said, oh, more updates. I said, I don't want to do updates again. I just did them. So I delayed them as long as I could. And I couldn't tell you how long they let me delay them, maybe like a month. And then I think again, they let me delay them like another month. And then finally it says, you've reached the limit. You must do updates. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, never in my experience.
Here we go, another autistic Groundhog Day loop.
Yeah, Valraven. The 2.
You know, I own this laptop. No one has the right to tell me I have to install software on it if I don't want to. Apparently, that's not the case anymore. Microsoft thinks that they can tell you what to do. I think that's pretty crazy, but apparently that's the case, and apparently people are just pushovers, right? Oh, well, I want to use Windows, so I just do what I'm told. I'll update. Do you even know what's in that update? What if it's taking away functionality? What if it's bogging down your laptop or your desktop and making it run worse?
All right, we need to hear this part. Sad Kermit with the 2.
This dude, holy bunnies.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for the 2. Let's hear this part, because this might be good.
But if you don't want it, you're not allowed to not have it? I guess not, according to Microsoft. They think that they're fucking better than us and can tell us what to do, I guess. I mean, that's essentially what it is.
Who does that remind you of?
Anyway, so basically the reason that this really pissed me off is because I did a Windows update like a month ago. I was forced to do it. And then within 1 day of me doing that Windows update, the thing popped up again saying, you have to do it again. Another update is available. You must do it. It's mandatory. And I was like, I just did it. I literally just fucking did it. And I had to redo all my browsers and everything. And now they tell me that.
Okay. Again, we're doing a time loop. Fuck it. Let's do the time loop. Let's join in. The reset all of my browsers is him opening and logging into his YouTube account. Not even doing that because it stays logged in. He just opens it and then opens the chat. That's all he's doing. That's what resetting my browsers even means.
I do it again.
Opening chat on the browser.
And I'm getting pretty upset. So I said, no, delay again. So I delayed like another month. And then
so he's upset about updates because he needs to then open the chat again.
Yesterday they said, oh, you have to do it again. You have to schedule it for the next week.
Thank you.
So we talked about this.
Thank you.
His ego is so fragile it is hurt by an OS.
Thank you, Donkey Gong, for the 2. Yeah. The operating system is literally bullying him.
Yesterday on the show.
His own words.
And I actually got a very insightful post from someone that I want to share with you.
Hey, Ice. What's up?
Here's what they have to say.
What?
Ready?
Who's they?
This is a comment on yesterday's podcast, by the way.
Oh, a comment.
Windows
okay.
10 Enterprise actually gives users the ability to disable Windows Update, and that's why I'm currently running it on my gaming PC. The day I installed it, it blocked the updates in the group policy editor, the registry, and in the service.misc. Since I blocked the updates in those 3 places, my PC has not downloaded or been...
Why are we listening to a comment, by the way?
The last Windows update gave me autism, DSP.
Thank you, a lot of people, for the 50 Argentinian. Thank you so much.
...to download any updates. In addition to that, I also use a free firewall called Simple Wall, which blocks everything on your PC.
How can I stand this podcast? That's the secret. I don't.
When you open a program that tries to connect to the internet like a browser, a pop-up appears, giving you the option to block that connection permanently, allow the connection for only a limited time, or to actually grant full access at all times.
Okay, I zoned out.
Chrome
I don't
full
care
access,
anymore.
For example, Simple Wall allows Chrome to have unrestricted internet access.
All right. I don't care about what some fucking weirdo says in your chat, bro.
Version of Windows that most people don't have.
Jesus Christ,
like, I'm sure that this laptop came with, like, Windows 10 Home or whatever. It didn't come with Enterprise Edition. Why would it? It's a home-use laptop, right? Or you have to use third-party software like this Simple Wall in order to stop it from doing whatever it wants, right? That's absolutely ridiculous. And again, I think that someone should do something about it, and it ain't gonna be me. But that's a class action right there. Everyone just sues Microsoft and says, "What are you out of your fucking mind? It's our hardware."
What are updates for security reasons?
In fact, we're using your software. You don't get to tell us that we have to do something and install something on our hardware, especially if we deem it unnecessary or maybe even harmful. Sorry, that's bullshit. You don't get to tell us.
But dude, you have a Microsoft account, right? Don't you agree to that when you make your Microsoft account, don't you?
What to do with things we own, right?
I had to do it to them snipe.
All right. Thank you, movie sign.
I get up to get more coffee and I come back to Dave wearing a shirt that looks like it was made from a goth chick's shower curtain.
Yeah, dude, it's great. Don't you like the horse? He has a horse on his shirt. Okay?
Really? Thank you.
And a fish or something.
But if he gets hacked later, it's their fault.
Yeah, I know. Tony T, exactly. It's like a lot of these updates are for security reasons, and I don't know, you're agreeing to use their thing. Like you agreed to use their shit when you made a Microsoft account.
It's nonsensical. So by the way, the funny part about this is...
What's funny? Please tell me.
This is so old hat after Windows 10 launched. JFC.
Thank you, Black Mage, for the 2. He doesn't know anything about Windows 10. He's going to start, it's not going to be him, but he's going to start a class action lawsuit.
I turned on my laptop this morning.
Let's see. This is
the Windows Update installed.
Okay.
I didn't tell it to.
Okay, but you said it was forced to, right?
Scheduled it for Saturday. It just did it anyway.
Okay.
I'm serious. Yesterday on this podcast, while we were talking...
Again, is this supposed to be a bad thing? Because it did it while you weren't even paying attention. So it's almost like you can do these updates when you don't need to use it. It did it overnight. You weren't using it. It did it for you.
About it. I told it.
What's the complaint?
To schedule it to do it on Saturday between the 2 React shows I'm doing for the big game events this weekend. If you remember, Friday is Summer Game Fest and Sunday is Xbox. It just did it by itself.
Okay.
Without my permission.
Without your permission.
Even though I distinctly told it to do it Saturday.
All right.
So.
Yeah, something's fishy here. I don't believe
What
it.
did it mess up? Nothing, but guess what? I had to redo all my browsers this morning.
Redo all of my browsers. Again. Open the chat and open YouTube. That's the redo all of my browsers.
Everything was fucking reset. Ugh. I gotta reopen. Some of them, like 2 of the browsers actually, like, remembered the setting.
I had to redo all of them except for 2 of them. So he only redid 1 of them, but he says all of them.
So it opened up Jasper.
It opened
You're
up
not
Jasper.
going to be chewing wires.
All right, cool.
Jasper, stop right now.
We're getting a
Not
Jasper
doing those.
segment.
Really? Thank you.
Thank you, Punish.
Updates are needed to purge the PC of gout buildup.
Thank you, Punish Lasagna, too. And the fact, like, he just doesn't turn off the laptop ever. So he just leaves it open so that he could open his tabs.
I can never finish a story when Jasper is in here these days.
Really? Thank you. Okay. This has to be the most first world problem ever.
Well, the thing is, too, like, it's okay to be annoyed at it, right, King B. Krill with the 2? It's okay to be annoyed with it, but then to make it, like, it's been 10 minutes. I fast-forwarded through a lot of this because we got this yesterday. To make it, like, this big deal is so annoying.
So, yeah, so some of the browsers remembered, some didn't.
Some remembered, some didn't. Thank you, Jay West.
If I throw him in the tub with a toaster, will the DSP X reset itself?
One could only hope. Jay Wessa with the 5. Thank you so much.
So basically, I was in here an extra, 15 plus minutes setting up the browsers before I could stream today, and it's frustrating.
Look at this too. Did you catch this?
Anyway, so yeah, so some of the browsers remembered, some didn't.
Some remembered, some didn't. He has 3. He told us it's 3. He just told us 2 remembered, and that means 1 didn't. What the fuck you mean some did, some didn't? Most of them did, 1 of them didn't.
Really, thank you.
Like, that's it.
Less than a minute's work and he's whining.
Yeah, for real, Movie Sign. Thank you for the 2.
So basically, I was in here an extra, 15 plus minutes setting up the
15
browsers
minutes
before I could stream today, and it's frustrating,
Bro,
but it's done.
If it takes you 15 minutes to open YouTube and open the chat, bro,
Unless-
you got bigger problems than fucking Windows updates, man.
It pops up again today, because again, it could. This is what happened last time, is it said, oh, it's done, and then within like a day, it popped up, oh, you need it again. What are you talking about? So I guess we'll see.
Also, he's telling us that he delays these Windows updates. He delays them for months and months and weeks and weeks. So by the time he gets one, the next one is probably on the way. So no shit, when you do it, there's already a next one. Like, obviously.
Really, thank you.
DSP sharts
Just
it.
realized why Phil hates driving on highways. They repainted the lanes and he never agreed to this update. He's not a sheep that follows their road updates. Based. Here's Skip Juice.
Based.
Thank you for the 100 Argentinian, dude.
Thank you.
And thank you, Black Mage,
Really?
for the
Again,
2.
for me.
Whoops.
Why does this dent need 3 different browsers?
Because he doesn't know that tabs exist,
Thank
apparently.
you.
He really doesn't.
Really,
Black
thank
Mage.
you.
This key freak out is very apropos for Pride Month.
Cat agrees with
And
me.
by the way, Cat agrees with me.
Thank you, VLX, for the 2.
That throws me for a loop because that's never happened
He's
before
very
on
pride
previous
flag
PCs
indeed.
or anything like that at all. I've never seen that before. And it kind of blows my mind that is
Look
something
at this
that
pride flag
they're
right
just
here.
demanding. They've never demanded that before. And now all of a sudden it's a demand of Microsoft. You must update because we say so. How about you go fuck yourself and I decide what's best for myself and my belongings? And you stay the fuck out of my belongings until I tell you to go into there to do something. But I guess we all have
Nice. Fuck you, Microsoft.
15 plus minutes? I accidentally merged 6 windows and 100
Oh,
tabs
no
together
way.
and it didn't take me 5 minutes to fix. Good God, he's beyond lazy.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. That's a key thing that we're kind of glossing over. 15 minutes just to open YouTube and his in different browsers. And then open his chat on one of them.
be bitches to these giant corporations
All
now,
right.
right?
We have to be bitches to these giant corporations. We're going to start a class action lawsuit.
Okay.
It's not going to be me, but it'll be somebody. Even though I agreed to their
All right,
terms and service.
let's continue. Following along, since we have a few, like, updates.
thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to join in the frenzy brand.
Yeah, seriously, you got so many alerts popping off. Thank you, Penitent, for joining
It's
in
like I
with
said,
the 2.
What I'd like to do is
Love
give
you
you
guys
guys a few other updates that people have talked about, and then what we'll do is we'll talk about the schedule, and then I have a little bit of game news.
See, all of this shit you guys did is going to let me skip all of that.
Today.
So thank you so much.
Here's an interesting thing.
What's
As you guys know,
what's up? What's up? Tell me.
For many, many years now, I have had reward tiers here on my streams based on the
reward
Imagine
tiers.
if he actually read the Windows EULA.
Yeah, he never would.
Thank you.
He really never would.
Really?
Black Mage, thank you for the 2.
Phil would eat recalled food because the FDA tried to tell him not to, and nobody tells Piggy what to do.
Exactly. He'll eat it out of spite. Phil Burnell, 4th place in Power Walking Olympics.
level of support
Great
that I
name.
get.
Okay, is this gonna be him canceling the vest goal and shit?
Reward tiers
Let's
here
see.
on my streams based on the level of support that I get. So, for example, right now, if you take a look down here,
Yeah, what's with the quotes?
at my bar, shoutouts bar, leaderboard, whatever you want to call it.
My leaderboard.
We have a tips goal of $50.
Uh-huh.
And if I raise $50 on a stream, what I would do, put on a pair of Gunnar glasses. And if we raise $100 of tips, you guys get to pick a hat for me to wear out of this big lineup of hats that I have in the closet. And then if we get $150 in tips, you guys get to vote on a vest for me to wear, right? So when did this all start? How did it begin? This is so random because it happened 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I didn't have any reward tiers, okay? Nothing. And then all of a sudden, one day, I'm doing a marathon that's kind of like a throwback marathon where we're going back to the past and watching old videos of mine and kind of...
Another log on our parasocial relationship fire.
Yeah, in quotes, by the way, Redbird. Thank you for the 2. Reward goals. Let's see what he's gonna say.
Reminiscing about...
Is he about to like
and then all of a
retcon
sudden,
this?
one day, I'm doing a marathon that's kind of like a throwback marathon where we're going back to the past and watching old videos of mine and kind of reminiscing about the
play
old
the
days of
shitty
being a
games?
content creator.
That suck ass.
We just happen to be watching this random channel update from like 2010, you know? So it's like a 10-year-old video at this point. And in the video, I'm wearing this beige vest. It's like a puffy vest when you would wear outside. It's
Oh
kinda
my
like one of
god,
those-
we're
it's like
really
a
doing
jacket,
this?
but it doesn't have arms. And people are like, what the hell is that?
Come on.
Like, we've never even seen that before. Have you ever worn that outside of this one video? And I'm like, I'm sure I did. You know, time to time back then, I would wear this kind of stuff. That was the kind of stuff that I would wear when I went out. You know, once a week on Sunday nights, I would go out to dinner with my parents when I lived in Connecticut. And so I would wear stuff like that out. So that's probably why I was wearing it. I probably would come back from, like, you know, dinner with my parents to film.
Wait, what's he
vlog, and I
lying
just kept it
about?
on or
I
whatever.
wasn't listening. I don't know.
And they were like, so do you still have that? I'm like, I don't know. Let me go look. So I went downstairs. I looked at my closet. Lo and behold, I still had the vest. So I came up wearing it. And people were like, oh, that's funny. What we should do is have a silly goal where every day, if some people contribute a certain level, you'll put on the vest during your stream. And I said, well, that sounds like innocent fun. Why don't we do it, right? It's kind of silly. Little did I know, this began what people called the vest streak, where, no exaggeration, every single stream that I did for a huge streak, I want to say it lasted like 3 to 4 months, okay? So that's a lot of streams because I do 2 streams a day, 6 days a week. So you're talking 12 streams a week, right? So for like 3 to 4 months, every single stream, I raised $100.
Dear Lord, do we really need these explanations?
No, movie sign. No, we don't. We actually don't. But he loves doing them because he has nothing to talk about.
Tips. Now, this just so happens.
So I wonder what the vest is going to be. Is it going to be a symbol of support and a symbol of hope again? Or is it going to be a silly little thing that's really dumb and nobody cares about?
To go down during a time when I was really financially in a bad place because I was going through a bankruptcy. All right? So this helped a ton at that time.
The bankruptcy.
I want everyone to understand.
I might be wrong, but I think he suggested the goal.
Maybe. The vest was a forced meme. Nobody cared but him, but now we're going to retcon it and say that it was the chat's idea. Yeah. So Lefty, ES with the 2. Lefty agrees with you. I think that is the case.
Thank you so much if you participated.
Like, he was making it some sort of weird thing.
Support streak that I had for like 4 months.
You should go back
that was
and watch
unprecedented.
that.
It never happened again, of course, but it was just wild that it happened, and it held a ridiculous amount at that time in my life. Thank you for that, because things could have been a lot worse if that hadn't just kind of happened and it was a freak thing. It wasn't planned or anything.
It wasn't planned. Bro, you forced it.
Now, eventually what happened is the streak ended. We stopped hitting $100 a stream, and basically we said, well, let's be more reasonable now. You know, what kind of stuff can we do for silly rewards that people would entice?
Silly rewards.
Be enticed to, you know, participate.
Let me hear that again. Let me hear this again.
And basically we said, well, let's be more reasonable now.
Let's be more reasonable now. What?
Might have asked, can Phil be redeemed?
No, Short's fault. Never.
Thank
Never. He's never going to learn.
DSP is God's punishment for man's collective hubris.
I agree, Black Mage. But yeah, Short's fault, no. The thing is, he's never going to become a better person. He's not the problem in his own head, so he'll never learn. He can't be redeemed.
You know, what kind of stuff can we do for silly rewards that people would entice to, you know, participate and or contribute, but they're reasonable that they won't like hinder the streams. And so eventually we came up with our current tiered system: $50 gunner glasses, $100 a hat, $150 a vest, right? Do we hit that all the time? Absolutely not. You know, my goal is to raise $50.
How is that more reasonable? Let's be reasonable. Instead of 100 for a vest, it's gonna be 150 for the vest. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean more reasonable? How is that more reasonable?
Stream, we don't always do that. Sometimes we far exceed it. It all depends on the stream and who's there and
inflation
what day
hit
it
the
is. If
vest.
someone's feeling generous, you know, it's not a constant thing.
Someone's feeling
However,
generous.
I'll say
hint,
this.
hint. Save the house.
Basically, recently, people have felt that these perks are really worn out, dried up, kind of stale, too samey. We've been doing them for years now, right? And people are like, well, would you add more hats? Would you add more vests? And I'm like, I don't see the point. Like, you buy more, that just adds more to an existing goal that we're not hitting regularly. Why are you adding more, right? It would be one thing
Oh my
if we were
god.
hitting it
You
every
buy
day.
more
Imagine-
to entice people to do it, don't you? Isn't that why you buy anything that you buy for these hats and shit? He bought the fucking Hogwarts. Hogwarts rewards.
If every stream we were hitting the hat and the vest goal.
He bought fishing lures and fishing shit.
Now people might be tired of seeing the same one, so you buy more. But in this case,
okay,
we got situations where, you know, you look around, you're like, I barely wore it. Like, for example, during the Final Fantasy VII streams that I did earlier this year,
Slurms.
I had a cloud wig that looked absolutely hilariously bad. But it was funny to see me wear it. Guess how many times I wore it? I think twice. Out of all the streams I did, we weren't hitting the goal.
Aw, I only hit $100 twice.
So I bought something.
You guys only gave me $200 to wear this.
Well, I take it back. So
why didn't you give me $500?
someone donated this specifically for the playthrough.
Look at this. Look at this. He caught himself in the lie right there. Sad Kermit.
It's reasonable in his head.
Yeah, it's reasonable in his head. I'm glad you agree. Thank you.
Right. Guess how many times I wore it?
Look at this. He's about to catch himself in the lie.
I think twice. Out of all the streams I did, we weren't hitting the goal. So I bought something. Well, I take it
I bought something. Well, what? Huh?
back. Someone donated this
What?
specifically for the playthrough,
Huh?
right? And we only wore it twice. In fact, the playthrough didn't do well, you know? So, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, what's the point of adding things to existing goals
Okay.
when those goals aren't getting hit, correct? So,
I bought it. Wait a minute. Wait, I didn't buy it.
basically, people have said, well, can you come up with new ideas of things? I'm like, well, let me know what you think. Like, the thing is, whatever it is, it can't be intrusive. It can't be, oh, we stop what we're doing on a stream. We stop playing a game. We stop doing a podcast. We stop doing this. And now we have a
What?
whole giant thing that's unrelated.
But you do that, bro. What? That's what the vest is. How many times do you stop the stream and do a poll, and then you wait for the poll to finish, and then you go and get up and get the vest?
Do it to them,
It's a whole thing that takes like 5 minutes. You do
This is
stop the
about
stream.
Because that one person threatened to charge back since he didn't wear the vest.
Right.
He doesn't want to do it and is saying viewers agree.
Right. I remember that now. Thank you, Wesley. That's a great point with the 5. Yeah. That one guy, like 2 weeks ago.
Thank you. You know, some streamers do stupid stunts. Like,
Stupid
You
stunts.
know, I get the funny feeling this a subtle beg.
Yeah, probably. Everything. I wonder what he's gonna do at the
if
end
I hit
of
a certain
this.
amount today,
Black Mage with the 2.
I'll eat a spicy thing and I'll fucking...
Like, how is that not a silly thing? Like, bro, you called it a silly,
podcast, we
stupid
stopped doing
thing.
this, and now we have to have a whole giant thing that's unrelated. You know, some streamers do stupid stunts like...
Stupid stunts. How is putting a vest on for money not a stupid stunt? Is like, that's pretty fucking stupid to me.
Oh, if I hit a certain amount today, I'll eat a...
The fact that you think it'll work and the fact that you think it's attractive enough for people to give you $150 is pretty fucking stupid.
Spicy thing, and I'll fucking vomit all over the place. Because
Spicy thing. This dude was, by the way, this guy drinks money. Drinks money. Sure, why not? But he also drinks alcohol for money. And he also wanted the sour Skittles, zombie Skittles for money.
It's funny to see a streamer eat a fucking, you know, rock.
This guy was going to do a chair spin. He was going to spin in his chair. Is that not fucking stupid? How is that not stupid?
Skittle or something like that. We're not going to do that.
How about you try doing a backflip? That might be something fun. Imagine watching this guy do a backflip on camera.
Okay, it's got to be stuff that...
No,
Do it to them,
he would for $50 he'll do it off camera and
Gold
tell you
Jack,
that he did it.
Would you pay $100 to punch Phil in the face? I get a free hit first.
Thank you.
Who would set that up, dude?
Really?
Penitent, thank you for the 5.
From the genius that brought you tip audits and view audits, Phil Bernal presents hat wearing audits. I bet he tracks how often each is worn too.
Yeah, I mean, he does when he wears the next one. He's like, well, he wore the platinum one like twice this week. I'm not going to put it on. He does stuff like that. Big ups to Philip Burnell, 4th place. Thank you for the 100 Argentinian.
Not going to hinder the content that I'm already putting out. All right?
Make the goal a backflip off camera.
Well, the reason I'm bringing this up,
$25, I'll do a backflip. Steps off camera.
Overnight.
All right, guys, I'm doing it. Here we go. Oh! All right, I did it.
I'd like to read it for all of you. Okay, here we go. Your office decorations have continuously grown in numbers over the years, greatly improving the aesthetics. Sadly, we saw the vestry go away, which also added to your aesthetic. What do you think of adding props that you already own in storage for reaching tier 3? I don't know how that would work logistically. Reaching tier 3 once or X times and you replace an existing prop with some action figure that is in storage. I vaguely remember that you had enough collectibles to create a pretty solid and varied rotation of figures and props. Just a thought. All that stuff's collecting dust in the dark, and you've mentioned how selling those things on eBay would be a lot of work due to trolls. Why not put collectibles to work? So basically what this person's suggesting, and this is just something to throw out there, instead of having tiered rewards where I'm putting on... Hit the button again? This button keeps getting loose. Shit. I love this shirt, but it has a loose button. God damn it. I hope it doesn't keep doing that. This is one of my favorite shirts. I love the design.
What?
But there's a loose button that keeps popping open. And
yeah,
obviously I don't want to have a big exposed belly. You'd all be profusely vomiting on your devices if you saw my belly exposed. It's disgusting. It's absolutely revolting.
He's not fat. I hope it's a loose button.
This shirt, you know, stays on my body. I mean, come on. Anyway.
Big up ZLX. Member, 6 months.
To get back to the subject here.
Thank you so much.
What this person is suggesting is instead of everything being like attire related, $50 put on glasses, $100 put on a hat, $150 put on a vest, right? Instead of that, we take a look at the actual decorations that I have in the closet. Now, I'm not going to say holiday decorations. That's stupid. Those should only be out.
Why is that? Like, why does he do that? That's stupid. I'm not going to do that. As if what you're currently gonna do is not stupid. Fuck you mean that's stupid, you're not doing it. Everything is stupid. That's the whole point of the gimmicks, is for it to be stupid. Like, it's something silly that you might want to do to, like, entice people to give you money. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're trying to jangle some fucking keys in front of a baby. That's what you're doing. It's all stupid. All of it. It's not even, like, fun stupid, where you do a backflip, like I said.
I don't believe any of these emails are from people. I think he makes them up. Weird how they all talk like him, and he is always on.
Yeah, they always compliment him. Hello, Phil. Great to see you. Thank you, Greedo the Green, for the 5.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when you got to put your old dusty toys to work.
Based.
I'm him.
That's really good. Thank you, VLX, for the 5.
Regular holidays, right? But
yeah, the emailing himself segment is always annoying. They always talk to him very respectfully.
You know, if you think about the things I have, you know, that I put out here as decoration.
Tip $150 and he'll hang up the ACE certification.
He should do like $1,000 and he'll rip it up.
Thank you.
That'll be great. DSP really, sharts it.
Even for dents, I can't fathom this is attractive.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's jangling keys, like I said, Black Mage with it too.
Yeah, I've got various, you know, little knickknacks and action figures and things like that. I mean, look, this month I have Street Fighter 2 back out here in honor of the 1-year anniversary of Street Fighter 6.
Look at this blurry cube that you see here, this blurry rectangle. Wow, it's Street Fighter 2.
My Street Fighter 2 cartridge, which is really cool.
That's so cool. I hope he switches out this blurry cube to put in the Lion King blurry cube. That'll be fun.
Back out my Blanca pop figure that someone donated. So it's pretty neat to have some.
I'll pay $150 for that.
You know, that variety of stuff every month. But I guess the question is, what would it be? What we'd have to do is make a tally, like a list. Here's what I have that's available, like 10, 15 things, right?
The post is real? Oh shit, okay.
A goal for a day, like let's say we hit the vest goal. If there's no interest in the vest, if everyone's tired of the vest, then instead it could be, I don't know, what do you want to call it? It's not a decoration goal, but like...
the decoration goal.
What mature adults cares about these things?
That's a great point, Shorts Vault, for the 2. Because just the other day, when he was complaining about views, and then when he doubled down on it, he was saying how mature his audience is, and his real audience don't care about, like, the negative stuff, because they're true fans, and they're all mature, and they don't follow the new generation's way of thinking on the internet. But, like, you're telling me that the mature generation... it wants you to switch out the Sonic statue for a Mario statue. Is that better? Like, what?
Swag goal or something?
Swag
swag you want to pull out of the closet, right? And add, you know, for the setup day or whatever. I'd be okay with that, but we have to figure it out. You know, the thing is, everyone seems to say, oh, I don't like your tiered rewards anymore, they're boring. Okay, so what would you like to do in place of it? Oh, I have no idea. Well, then keep it as it is. If you don't know what's better, then don't say to change it, right?
Don't say to change it. Also, blaming his audience. Blaming his audience because his bullshit is so stupid and he can't think of something else to entice them with. So he blamed his audience for like, well, if you think my ideas are stupid, then don't like tell me to change my ideas.
So,
all right, dude.
A Bengineer says the props are small. We can barely see them when your webcam is on the corner. Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's say, for example,
here's the thing.
We hit the $150 tip skull. And people say, we really want the Wolverine action figure. I say, it's Wolverine time. And I'll get it.
What? Yo, what the fuck? Dude, he just...
Animation that's like the Wolverine figure dancing. I say, it's Wolverine time. And I'll get an animation that's like the Wolverine figure dancing, right? And I'll go in the closet, we'll bring it out, Wolverine, Wolverine. You know, we'll do a stupid little thing. Say Wolverine's here.
Cringe.
You know, it'll be 5-10 seconds.
He just told us that other streamers do stupid shit to get money when they get money. Are you kidding me?
But at least
one more time.
I say, it's Wolverine time. And I'll get an animation that's like the Wolverine figure dancing, right? And I'll go in the closet, we'll bring it out, Wolverine, Wolverine. You know, we'll do a stupid little thing. I say, Wolverine's here. You know, it'll be 5-10 seconds. But at least we'll get that little break, that little comedy break. To say that he's coming on the street. It's not just, oh, here he is. Okay, let's continue. You know, we'll be silly about it, right?
We'll be silly about it.
I think that would be fun.
It's just a silly little swaggle.
And that's something that it's up to you guys, right? If you don't think that's a good idea, then we don't do it.
No, bro, it's stupid. Honestly, though, it's so stupid, you should do it because it's so fucking stupid.
And I was like, you know, people have been saying for years
right
they want
up your
different
alley.
Rewards. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? You ready?
Do a little fucking dance and be transparent with me. Let's see. What's he gonna say?
And I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Okay, remember, I'm gonna be honest. He told us that it just means he's gonna be serious. It's not honesty. But before that, let's get Punished Lasagna with the 5.
It would be so funny if the dents convinced him to blow money on sideshow collectibles again.
Yeah, dude. Every like $1,000 he makes, he should buy a new statue. And put it up.
You ready for transparency?
Thank you, Punished.
I've been thinking about getting rid of the rewards altogether.
Wow. Being honest, really? He wants to get rid of them.
Dollar store Pee Wee Herman, but not a children's entertainer.
Yeah, DSP sharts it. Thank you.
Because there's some days that I want to wear the Gunnar glasses because my eyes are burning, but since it's a reward, I can't just put them on, right? There's some days I'm feeling silly, and I'm like, man, let's just put on a hat for a playthrough today because it's pertinent to the game we're playing. Oh, wait, that's a $100 goal, so I can't do it. On flip side of that, there's definitely days when I don't feel like putting stuff on because I'm in a heated session. Like, for example, if I'm playing Elden Ring or I'm in the midst of, you know, a heated session of Street Fighter and I don't want to have fucking distractions. I don't have hats and glasses and fucking sweaty vests on. Really, I just want to...
I'd rather pay to watch 9/11 footage.
Hey, well, someone paid to watch that on DSP Reacts, so, there is that.
Concentrate so I can succeed at what I'm doing. I don't want to have all that shit. So, you know, basically if I were to get away or do away with those goals, those tiered goals, right? Or those, it's not, okay. It's not that I'm getting rid of tiered, boy, I can't speak English.
Right. Yeah,
I'm really failing this morning. Please bear with me. It's a stressful morning with my laptop resetting. It's very, very upsetting to me, and I can't even think straight. Okay, let's try this again.
Oh my God.
I don't want to get rid of the tiered goals. I think that working towards a goal is always a great thing. Since I instituted goals like this, we have seen big...
Thank you so much, Wesley H, for the 5.
People have been saying for years, how many times has he said this over the years and not learned to just do things? And why would those people stay?
I don't know, man. It's like the PC thing that he brought up yesterday. Like, those people aren't around anymore.
Right?
Thank you so much.
People are like, oh, a few more bucks and we hit that next tiered goal. Let's do it, right? And I like that people care about that. But the rewards, I was thinking about getting rid of. Okay? And then, hey, if I just feel like doing something today, I'll do it. I'll pop on the glasses. Oh, today's a hat day. Let's just get a hat and toss it on. And that way it's more of a community thing of us feeling that vibe rather than it being stuck on a goal, right?
Yeah, Lefty, I agree, by the way.
Are the vests sweaty because he never washes them?
Maybe. I don't know. He just gets heated. He's so greasy that it kind of, just sweats out of him all the time, naturally. But yeah, this all just feels like some sort of weird thing to prevent the June the King, to try and counter some narrative that June the King may or may not have. It's like some preemptive strike against
and here's the deal. We already did.
Look, I've changed. Even in the process of this documentary, I've been changing.
Just not with these goals, but we already did this last year, if you remember, with our marathon events. Marathon events used to be tied to monthly membership goals. Remember? I have a membership goal. We have to hit that member goal. And if we hit it, then I'll do a special marathon. And if not, we're not doing it. Right? And what ended up happening was people liked the fact that I started doing these events just out of fun rather than it being tied to some kind of a financial milestone.
Good point.
Right? And now we do them basically every other month, and they work really well. They do. These events work really, really well. Even the indie event I just did, which normally wouldn't have done well, did really well. I think people appreciate the fact that we're just going to do these events and hype them up, and there's nothing that could categorize them. Oh, they might not happen, and then you get fucking apprehensive about getting excited for it and stuff like that, right?
What?
Oh, since that changed, I feel like events are doing well.
You
so
ain't seen
maybe
10 bands in
Holy
your
fuck,
life,
Greedo
kid.
the Green with $10.
So
Super
just
chat.
like Patreon and Project 7 and now Tips Gold, he wants your money for nothing such as scrubby pots.
Yeah, I mean, he's just being honest with us. He wants to get rid of rewards, but then he just wants your money. Like, that's the problem when he went down the reward path, because now he needs to replace it with something.
How many RPM you think his leg runs at? 1,500?
Crank that up. Times it by 3. Thank you, Redbird. But yeah, Greedo the Green, that's the thing. Like, once he went down the reward path, now people expect something. So what are you going to replace it with? He has nothing else that he offers. Like, what's he going to do? Unless he dances on camera, even that is not enticing or interesting or fun. I don't know.
Really?
Thank you, Mr. Extravagant.
150 to DRNK bleach might work.
You do need to change.
Yeah, maybe.
These tiered rewards.
Thank you,
All
Extravagant.
right. The question is, what do we do? Do we get rid of them entirely? Do we still have the goals, but we don't do the rewards, and I'll just randomly do the rewards when I feel like it? Because here's the deal. Maybe one day I just feel like putting on a vest and you can hit a
Yeah, memberships too, unidentified PK. You're right.
It's like if it isn't all about money, it can exist.
Yeah, it can't exist. Exactly. Shorts vault. I
150
agree with
bucks, but I want to wear a vest. I'll be
Brandon
honest,
agrees
those
with
vests
you.
sitting there
Thank you for the tip.
99% of the time unused, right? How often is it we hit $150 on any given stream? Almost
Yeah,
never.
this is the bag. This is the subtle, not so subtle bag.
Right? Almost never these days.
We never hit the 150.
And that's fine.
Hint, hint.
This is not a complaint from me.
It's not a complaint. I'm just telling you, we never hit it.
I'm just saying it's not like the vest street.
There you go.
Right? So,
obviously.
Yeah, it might be this every once in a while. I just want to toss something on. I just want to have a hat or whatever, and I can do it. I have
Flip Warbucks. Member for 2 months, dude. Thank you.
Based.
Thank you so much.
That repertoire of stuff that I can go to, right? Or if I'm feeling, if people are being really particularly generous one day and being nice or whatever, and we're having a good time, good vibes, you know what the other good thing about that is too? Then I could actually decide if I want to put something on as a reward for other things too. Like, what if we have a really big super chat day? Now, right now, the goals are just tied to tips. What if we have a big super chat day? Maybe I feel like I want to say, hey, thanks for that. And I want to get a hat.
This
and put
is
it on,
so
or a vest and
stupid.
put it on.
This is so dumb because why the fuck are clothes even a part of anything? Why are you making clothes like some event in your stream, dude? What the fuck? What the hell does clothes, like, why do clothes even matter?
Thank you. Then I can do that because I have that flexibility. And it's not
That's so fucking annoying.
He should have a tip goal to take off his shirt.
You would get banned, dude. BB11 with the 2 pounds. Thank you.
Tied to this.
No, dude, we got 20 fucking gifted memberships from Penitent Sin. Thank you so much.
Gifted member Bob.
There it is. Thank you so much, Penitent.
One reward structure, right?
With the bombs in chat.
See? I don't know. It's just something that I'm thinking about in my head. And I would like to get all of your feedback on it. I would. Honest feedback. This guy says just get rid of the
Okay,
vest.
so I'm going to bet right now that he's going to get rid of the rewards. There is no such thing as feedback. There's no such thing. He's already made this determination in his head. He just needs people to reaffirm it. And if he gets one person that says, yeah, Phil, that's such a good idea. That is a great... He's going to do it. There is no such thing as feedback. If you disagree with him, he's going to ignore you or ban you.
And instead,
he doesn't
like
care.
Decorations as a result. Right?
Like, he went so in-depth into this, so he's already going to do it.
So let me hear your feedback on this. I want to hear feedback. Basically, people are on the fence about this. There's some people saying, sounds good. Others saying, this is awful. Like, the chat is very torn and very... they're not... Definitely no consensus here right now on stream. Everyone's kind of like all over the place with this. They don't know what if they like it or not. Okay? So... Exactly. Dentronic says comfort is important. If you need the glasses, just grab them. If you feel like wearing a fedora, go ahead and grab it, that kind of thing. Right. And I'll be honest.
There you go. One person agreed with him.
Probably would throw on stuff from time to time just for fun. There's been days I'm like, man, that fedora would fit what we're doing today. I want to put it on. Oh, but we didn't hit a goal, so I don't even think about it or say anything about it. Right. Or the vet, like I said, we almost never wear a vest.
Wait, let me hear that again.
Just for fun. There's been days I'm like, man, that fedora would fit what we're doing today. I want to put it on. Oh, but we didn't hit a goal, so I don't even think about it or say anything about it. Right. Or the vet, like I said, we almost never wear.
Man, that fedora looking enticing.
A vest.
It reminds me of Panda.
Almost never. And it would be great if we're having a good day, a chill day, things are
What
just
the
going
fuck?
nicely. Like, you know what, watch this. And I jump in the closet and I come out with a vest on. Haha, here we go. You know, just to be silly. As
Just to
opposed
be
having it type
silly.
something
I thought
fun.
other streamers do stupid things, and you don't do stupid things. You're not a children's entertainer, but you want to entertain like children.
Financial, right?
Look, guys, I put on a fedora. Not only is it a fedora, the color is red. Whoa, isn't that silly? You normally don't see a red one.
Like I said, there's some days when the vibe is good.
Like what?
That bugs me. He wants his fans to have same think.
Yeah, groupthink, if you will. Thank you, Shorts Vault, for the 2. Exactly. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm just taking a guess here. I'm gambling. I'm risking my life out here.
Good. It's a positive stream.
With
Hey,
this
maybe we need a lot of
opinion.
tips. We got a lot of super chats. There are a lot of gifted memberships today. And I just feel like I want to do it anyway, right? But we can't because it's tied to a goal, and it's not fair to those who contribute to see that happen if I'm doing it when it didn't happen yet. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I understand.
there you go. I don't know. I mean, let's keep talking about it and let's figure this out. I would like more feedback on this. What do you think about the tiered rewards? Do you like it as it is? Do you want to see it change? How would you like to see it change? Should we get rid of them entirely? Should we change them up? Should we change the reward? Should we change the amounts? I want all the feedback. Please give me the feedbacks. Okay? All right. And thank you to the person who left that comment, because regardless of the fact that if we decide to actually go with that or not,
Dude, Penitent Sin with another 20. Another 20 fucking gifted memberships, dude. Thank you so much.
really,
If you remember Bob.
Mom, Dad, send my
It was
favorite
50.
streamer money.
Yeah, exactly, DJ. Dude, it was 50. I'm wrong. I'm stupid. I can't read. 50? Enjoy, guys. There's a lot of you here today. I hope you get one. If you're lucky, dude. Thank you for the 50 bomb, dude.
basically, the way I see it anyway, is it's got the discussion going. And that's what I like, getting a discussion going. Okay? Another quick update. So this is interesting. OP Boone
Penitent, bro.
said the following.
OP Boone?
I noticed
we're getting an OP Boone thing?
YouTube typically only promotes community posts that have images or posts or polls on my feed. I think including an image along with your posts about your streams would help with visibility.
Oh my
Perhaps
God.
YouTube doesn't want to promote community posts that just link videos. That's what the site already does 99% of the time outside of community posts. They seem to promote the posts that engage
Dude,
users
these
in other
members
ways.
are still
This may
going.
explain why your general text posts, schedule posts, and game polls tend to get significantly more likes than the posts promoting your streams. For example, if you're going to do a stream of Street Fighter 6, you could use more.
Okay,
YouTube
okay.
Gaming.
I don't
Now,
give a fuck,
I do
dude.
all kinds of different community posts. Let's go through it. Number one, every single day when I start a stream,
Nope.
I post up a link directly to that stream and a description of people know I'm going live.
No,
That's 2 posts a day
dude,
right there.
I'm
In between
sorry,
streams, I put up
guys.
promotional
I
videos on
don't give a
the last
fuck
thing I do is I
about
post up a
this.
schedule update on my community tab that lists all the games I'm playing.
Yeah,
for the
we
next
know
site.
what you
I don't
post,
just post on the
dude.
community tab of my channel. I mirror that on my X account. Well, it used to matter more when it was called Twitter, and it used to matter when my Twitter followers actually read my posts and when I actually cared. But ever since Elon Musk bought the site and turned it into a pay for popularity site, which I don't agree with,
What?
basically
Dude, you had no...
I
okay.
stopped caring.
You
So
didn't
basically, my Twitter
matter
is
on
just kind of
Twitter
a clone
even
of what I post
before.
on the
It
community
doesn't
tab on my
matter.
channel, with almost nothing additional. Every once in a while, there'll be an additional post, but almost never. It's pretty much always a clone.
Thank you.
And I've noticed ever since Elon
Thank you, ES.
Spoiler, the new goal is toys from his closet.
Yeah, exactly. The swag goal.
bought the site and made it, hey, the only way your post can actually be seen is if you pay and
Thank
become
you.
premium. My engagement and views on my posts on X have gone like this. And that's to be expected. He wants you to pay for popularity, which is
Dude,
fucking
you
evil.
don't post anything. You don't post anything, DSP. I'm still not blocked yet, by the way, which is pretty weird. I'm not blocked by DSP. Look at what he posts. A photo of a game. My stream, my stream, my stream, my stream schedule. My stream, my stream, my stream, my stream schedule. My stream, my stream, my stream schedule. What's this? Yeah, stream, 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 schedule, stream, 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 schedule, stream, 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 schedule. That's what you post. Why the fuck would anyone follow you or engage with what you're posting? Doesn't make any sense. Why would someone want to engage with that? You're not posting funny things. You're not posting anything clever, anything cool, cool art, funny jokes, nothing. Nothing.
Wrong and fucked up that you think that on your social media you should only be popular if you're paying for it. But whatever, that's what he wants to do because he's
Right,
a money
dude.
grubber.
That's how your chat works, though. You only get special treatment if you give money.
I mean, that's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying.
All right.
One of the reasons that I post the way that I do is because I actually have to limit my characters to what can fit in a Twitter post.
Oh yeah, he had the Oscars tweet. You're right.
I'm not a
That'll save the business.
Twitter premium or X premium user, so I have to limit it to what is it, the certain 100 number of characters. That's why I can't do ginormous posts on the community tab, because all I do is here's my X post, copy it, paste it over on community post, done. You see? I mean, in reality, the community post can be way longer, but I don't want to have to completely write 2 different posts for 2 different things. The copy pasting makes it a lot more time savvy. you know? So here's
yeah,
the thing.
also, yeah, good point, Meester. He has his fucking Twitter privated. It's privated. Like, nobody can respond to it anyways. So why, like, what are you even complaining about?
Because of that. That's why I don't even think about, like, oh, let's put up a thumbnail, let's do this, let's do that. I'm already reached my character limit. And by the way, on X, for the record, if you post up a link to a video or stream, you can't also attach a picture. It only lets you do either the link or several pictures, but you can't do both. At least last time I checked, it wouldn't let me. So that's why I don't try to do that. In fact, let's take a quick look here.
Why doesn't
Let's
he
say
use
here I
channel
am.
points?
I want to do a new post.
Because they're harder
So I'm
to
gonna do
set
a
up on YouTube, I guess? I don't know.
Thank you. Really, thank you.
I'm so bored.
Let's say right now.
Make Destiny work. God damn it.
I'm on my main channel.
The game Destiny or
and
the
I copy
guy?
the link to the stream.
Thank you,
By the way,
Black
it's good
Mage.
viewership. Thank you to everyone here. That's pretty good viewership for the stream this morning. I didn't
Pretty
even
good
look at
viewership.
it.
I agree, dude. I agree.
And let's say I say test post, and I do the...
Shut up. Please stop.
It actually looks like it works. But I wonder if this affects the character
Post
limit.
Right now, currently, I am typing in the chat
here
to test.
I'm gonna actually, I can't do it here because I don't have a
post.
picture to attach on my laptop, but I do have pictures to attach on my desktop. So why don't I just actually do a test post, a legit test post, right?
Yeah, punished. That's a great point.
So
He
here I
chokes
am.
off every avenue of engaging with his posts. Yeah.
Doing this, and we got morons in the chat trolling. I was like, what are you doing?
What? Morons in the chat. Hey, Greasy. Is that it? 300 of
I'm
the
trying to-
people
I'm
are
just doing a test
OIC.
live for my podcast audience. 'Cause,
Phil always gotta hide from
you know, we're trying to
criticism.
figure this out, and you have to troll, really?
You
Nobody
have to
cares. You're
troll.
insignificant. You're a bunch of fucking farts in the wind. Just go away. No one gives a shit about you.
Okay.
Probably including anyone else on Earth too. It's probably why you're on the stream trolling. Okay.
Alright. I'm just here to
test
enjoy the
post.
content.
Let's see if I can both.
Look at this. I was joking and he actually did it.
Um,
Because this is what he does. This is his thing.
Test post.
Test
Let's
post.
see if
Let's
I
see.
can both post up a link and a picture to a single X post at the same time. You do that, and then I do this.
Oh my god, bro. He wants money for this, by the way.
It works. It does work.
Wow.
Huh.
Huh. The thing he was just shitting on that doesn't work apparently works.
It did work.
So look at
It allowed
that.
me to post the picture.
He shits on things that he says doesn't even
and
work
then
when he
there's the
doesn't even
link,
know.
And if you click on the link, it still takes you to the stream.
Wow.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. I was just shitting on it for no reason because I didn't know.
Because I was of the impression it's one or the other. Maybe they changed that at some point. Okay. All right. Well, per OP Boone's suggestion, perhaps when I start posting up links to streams, I will include a thumbnail of the game and see if this will increase engagement and community support on those posts on YouTube. That's interesting. Thank you, OP Boone. I'll have to give that a shot. I have to try to remember to do it because here's the problem. I get into such a habit. A daily habit. This is how I do it. This is how I do
So
it,
the
right?
reminder, the thing he's talking about is putting a photo with a link.
I forget. Oh, I want to do it a different way.
He's acting like it's some fucking trial.
It'll slip my mind. So later today, when I post up the promotion for tonight's Hades 2 stream, I'll try to do both.
Both.
And let's see if that does anything different.
an
I have
L.
absolutely no clue. The thing is, I mean, OP Boone is making a point, but it's not necessarily a huge point. For example, whenever I post up a community post on my channel here, I mean, at most it'll get like
Thanks for the suggestion, but it's not even a good suggestion.
15 likes. I don't think anyone treats the community tab on YouTube like social media. Oh, we have to like it. No one, people use it for sure to see what I'm talking about or what's coming up or read my schedule. But I don't think anyone is liking it actively. Like, oh, this is important. Like social media, like the post,
AI
right?
Boone, one
no
of
one
his
is finding
editors.
DSP Gaming because someone
Maybe.
liked my schedule post a lot tonight and it somehow showed up in a feed. Like, no, I don't think that's happening.
Oh,
What I will
boy.
say is,
dude, we
if
fell
someone
so
who actively
behind.
does use my community posts, give them a like and see what happens. Maybe it would help.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know.
Like he's saying, it doesn't even matter. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. And then he asks for likes. I thought it didn't matter. I thought it didn't matter. You just told us it didn't matter. Why are you now begging for likes?
Oh, I literally have no idea. I don't think I've ever asked you guys to like a community post ever, have I? So we could try it and see if it does anything. Maybe if people like the post, they get more exposure and more people can find the channel. I have no idea. For me, I've long given up trying to give this channel exposure.
I've given up trying to do exposure. What? What do you mean? This is your business, right? What do you mean you've long given up? You just did it just now. You just told us to like it. Right now. Like a second ago.
YouTube. You guys know that.
I gave up. I gave up. I choose to be a failure. Like a long time ago, I chose to do that.
It's been around since 2010. It's been through 14 versions of the algorithm. Every time that it looks like it's going to trend and get something popular, they change the fucking algorithm again, and then the channel gets hidden again.
All right, bro. It looks like you gave up in life, too. Just look at you.
I mean, no exaggeration. It was about halfway through last year. All of a sudden, this channel nosedived in views. Out of nowhere. It goes, bloop. It's like, wait, what? Why all of a sudden was there a giant drop-off in views?
Because your shit's
I don't know.
bad,
The funny part is, I didn't lose revenue. How is it that I had a huge drop? It was like a third of my views went away. You know, it used to be every video I uploaded here got about 1,000 views. Not that that's a lot, but now the videos I upload get 300 to 400 views. Where did the viewers go? I don't know, but I make the same ad revenue and I get the same income on stream, so it doesn't matter. Like, it hasn't affected my business in any way. So it's weird. Where did the fucking views go? Because they probably changed the algorithm again.
Where did the views go?
So now I don't get any recommended views or anything.
Yeah, if you don't like my content, get the fuck out of here. Where did my views go? Where did they go?
So people don't naturally watch the stuff. It's like...
Thank you, Dudette, for the money smiley face super sticker. Thank you so much, dude. I love that.
I don't know.
I really do.
I gave up on that a long time ago, really caring about it.
And Bill
That's why I
Brasky
haven't
with the 5 months. Bill Brasky, thank you so much, dude.
become beholden to YouTube and views and ad revenue. I'm not. It's nice that I get some ad revenue, but I'm not super dependent on it being consistent or anything like that. Me, it's the streams. That's really, you know, where I get my income is these streams and your guys' support of my streams. That's what really matters. As long as I can consistently put out streams that get supported, the ads and views can go up and down and all around, and it doesn't fucking matter, you see? So I have no idea. I really would be... Okay, let me put it this way. I'm sympathetic to those who rely on the YouTube system working or views in general on YouTube to make a living. That's a horrible way to live, because I've been there. I was there for many years, and in a moment... Just think about this. At a moment's notice...
Oh my god.
Someone who works at YouTube, some nerdy fuck...
Nerdy fuck. By the way, yesterday was the Twitch segment. He complained about Twitch like this. Nerdy fuck. Nerdy fuck. He called Twitch volunteers like the issue and called them problems. And he loved YouTube. And today, now it's YouTube that sucks. What?
Someone who works at YouTube, some nerdy fuck.
Nerdy fuck.
Who thinks they know better than everyone can go, I don't need to change a line of code. Bloop. And your whole channel just gets fucked.
Right, yeah, your channel gets deleted because that's how that works.
No one can see your videos.
Right.
No discoverability.
Yeah.
Your views tank for no good reason. No one in your sub feed knows that you're fucking posting videos. Nothing. Just you're erased from YouTube. Just because some nerdy fuck thought that they knew better.
Nerdy fuck.
Let me change the code. Did they consult with anyone? Did they do actual community feedback to find out if this is a change that's either necessary or wanted by the community? Did they check to see if this would affect anyone's livelihoods at all? No, they don't care. Put in the line of code. Bloop.
As
Done.
you guys
That's
know, the way Google works is they kind of just do shit.
Thank you.
One coder can go in and just
Really,
change it without anyone knowing.
People who are sympathetic support others.
Yeah, I guess so. That would explain why people like people, I guess. Short's fault. Thank you for the 2. It's very nice of you.
2. And it's been like that since day one. They fucked me over left, right, up, down, and 5 ways from Sunday over the years with their changes that are fucking unnecessary and atrociously bad, and they don't ever have to answer for it. So anyone who has to, like, rely on that for a living, I feel so bad. I am 100% sympathetic, empathetic, because I've been there, so I have empathy for you. But for me, essentially just caring about, oh, do I have fucking thumbs up on my community post is like the last thing in my fucking brain right now. Who gives a shit who's liking a community post?
Dude, again, all of this spawned because he asked you to like the community post. He started this by asking you to like it, and look how he ends it.
Community post is like the last thing in my fucking brain right now. Who gives a shit who's liking a community post, right?
Phil, like you just asked me to do. You asked me to do it.
Right? So
who gives a shit? I don't know, dude.
Anyway,
not you. Couldn't be you.
There you go. And I will try to remember the suggestion from OP Boone and see if I put a picture.
Business
Black
degree has no idea how shareholders work.
Yeah, they just do shit. One nerdy fuck can just do something.
Attached to my post about games if that changes anything. I guess we'll see. Okay?
They put in the Dark Side Phil deleted code.
There you go.
And his channel is deleted.
All right, thank you, OP Boone, for that. All right, really
Dark Side Phil equal deleted.
really quick. Let's go through the schedule for the week, and then I have 2 news stories.
All right, hell yeah, brother.
Or ranked. I was getting my ass beaten.
Get the fuck out of here. We're skipping that.
Some gaming. So maybe I'll switch back over to DSP Gaming.
No, I don't care. Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, news. Let's go. We skipped the entire schedule. Thank you.
Get to like a more regular schedule again. All right.
Don't give a fuck.
Good stuff. Ladies and gents, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, and everyone's favorite segment. It is time for DSP News, and I have 2 interesting stories to cover today before we get to shout-outs. Story number 1.
All right.
It has been officially announced
the
that a
Yakuza
Like a Dragon TV series will debut this fall. Like, what? Did you know that? I didn't know that. And it got just announced yesterday on October 24th on Prime Video. Like a Dragon Yakuza will premiere. And as you know, that's an entire season. So will it be any good? I don't know. I mean, Like a Dragon already is a very narrative-based
like
series.
6 episodes.
A live-action Yakuza show. It is starring the actor Takeuchi Ryoma, who is actually an actor from multiple Kamen Rider titles. So if you saw Kamen Rider, you probably know the guy. Personally, I haven't seen Kamen Rider, so I've never seen this guy. I'm curious if
what
it'll be
else
any good.
is premiering this fall.
I love Like a Dragon, but at the same time, here's what you got to understand. It could go in many different directions. It could be ultra gritty and serious and gory. It could end up being more comedic.
Oh,
Remember, there's a lot of
June's
comics
DSP
released in the Like a Dragon series. Hey, it could end up being raunchy because Like a Dragon delves into that whole, soapland, hostess club, sleazy night culture stuff that's in Japan too.
Dude, he's married. He can't watch
any of
that.
those focuses? Will it be a combination of those things like the games? What storyline will this follow? The original Like a Dragon storyline from the earliest games? We don't know yet, right? So that's coming out in October, and obviously, yeah, I'm interested in watching it and reviewing it because I love Like a Dragon, so I guess we'll see.
That's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, but it's Amazon.
The other piece of news,
it's Amazon,
that's
the
regards
downside.
to Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, because guess what? The special selected golden snowflakes, the ones who have been selected to promote this game and kiss its butt and be basically paid shills for FromSoft.
Remember this when he complains about that Twitter thing that he made when he said paid shill? And he says he regrets it and he's so sorry for it and it was his depression that caused it and it wasn't his fault and he's so sorry. Remember that. Remember that? Do you remember that? Here it is again.
Selected to promote this game and kiss its butt and be basically paid shills for FromSoft.
Paid shills.
Have received their early copies of the DLC and are starting to give information about it. So what I'm going to do is give you generalized information about it. I'm not going to spoil anything major whatsoever, but there's like a generalized post that I found about it that I would at least like to talk about, okay? So apparently, the hands-on previews, which shouldn't exist, but they exist because, paid shilling.
Paid shilling. Bing shilling.
10 plus main bosses and additional side bosses. So to beat the main story, there will be 10 bosses, but then there will also be side content, hidden bosses, and things like that, just like there always is in FromSoft games, okay? The map is more densely packed than Elden Ring. Well, that makes sense. Elden Ring had a lot of ginormous areas with a whole lot of fucking nothing, or a couple enemies with no big deal, like, why is this even here, right? So it sounds like they basically wanted to make it a lot more condensed.
Skip, he's going to spoil?
And so that's what they're doing.
I mean, he's just saying
around 100 new weapons. Holy shit. Say that again. 100 new weapons? Did the fucking main game have 100 weapons? Right? I don't recall the main game having 100 weapons.
Okay.
8 brand new weapon types. So 8 types we've never even seen before. Again, did the main game have fucking like 8 weapons? There's like short swords, knives, clubs.
Okay,
big swords,
fuck off,
rapiers,
please. Let's go. Next. Come on.
Dang. Okay. Reportedly, the DLC will take 30 to 40 hours to complete.
Holy fuck.
Depending on how much of a completionist I guess you are.
Is that true?
Now, you know me. Thank you.
You know me.
Really?
Yeah, I know you all right.
So planned is a place where you catch chlamydia.
Thank you, Meth Bear, for the 2.
I'm going to be looking for all the content. I'm not going to skimp. I'm not going to skip. I want to find the now, if there's shitty-ass dungeons that are repetitive and randomly generated boring crap, I'm not going to do them. But for anything that's considered a designed dungeon, something that actually has some curation to it, the legacy dungeons, I'm all over that. Even if it's optional, I still want to do it. So I hope that we will find it all and do it. It sounds pretty good, right? The map is roughly equal to Limgrave plus the Weeping Peninsula plus a touch of Caelid. Which one was the Weeping Peninsula?
Yeah, Limecatcher. He's going to make the swag goal. You might have missed it.
Was that the thing? Well, Limgrave was the main starter area.
Rewind the
stream. Was
stream.
Weeping Peninsula the south and then part of Caelid? So honestly, it doesn't sound that big.
Shut up.
I mean, that's small. That doesn't include Liurnia. It doesn't include the volcanic area, Manor up there, the plateau. This is the Royal City. It doesn't involve ice area. It doesn't involve I guess we'll have to see.
Yes.
Okay, and then there is going to be a skill check early on in the DLC. We've already seen it. That Divine Beast Dancing Lion boss that we saw in the trailers for it. Apparently, that's an early game boss that's actually ridiculously hard for the early game. So that's a skill check to make sure if you're actually going to continue with the DLC that you're actually good, I guess. At least that's what they're saying. Enemies overall are faster and more agile than the main game. So basically, this is supposed to be post-game content. But then again,
man, this segment is so fucking worthless, man.
Name is, in order to even get there. So I can't imagine you be sucking at the game and getting
this
to the
is
DLC.
so annoying. This is like one of his game reviews where he just sits there and gives you a plot summary.
There's a new
this news shit is terrible.
Two things.
He's just reading a fucking Wario 64 tweet, man.
called the Shadow Realm Blessing System. I'm going to be honest, I don't think that this is
the Chaos Realm Blessing System.
Phil craps on Page Shills, who gets the game early but is happy to share the opinions that said Page Shills were paid to put out there to create excitement about a game. Always a hypocrite.
Yep. It's like when he uses game reviews as a selling point for his streams. Oh man, God of War is getting perfect reviews. Oh man, it must be a really good game. But then if a game gets like bad reviews, like Callisto Protocol, he just doesn't trust the reviews all of a sudden.
It's a good idea. I think
he just picks and chooses whatever the fuck he wants, I guess.
Because it veers from the formula of Elden Ring, but this is what they're going with. Just listen to this. Beginners can use a stackable consumable called the Skadu Tree Fragments to reduce incoming damage and increase outgoing damage. What does that mean?
I hate this segment.
Skadu Tree Fragment. And what people were saying was that I guess there's no formal leveling system or something in this. I don't know. That's so fucking weird to me. Like, huh? The Skadu Tree. Huh? What's the Skadu Tree? I guess we're going to find out when we play it,
Yeah,
right?
no shit. Like, this is why this is so worthless, bro. We don't know anything about it. What's a Skadu Tree? What the fuck is it? We don't know yet. We haven't played it. You're just being fucking annoying. You're not even speculating. You're not taking any knowledge that you have. You don't know anything about the lore. You don't know anything about specifics. So you're not even adding anything interesting. You're just fucking going, what the fuck is this? Oh, I don't know what this is. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Like, what the fuck is the point of this?
The early reports about this DLC from the special people who got it and never should have fucking gotten it.
There you go. You know what the point of this is? It's so that he can shit on everybody that has it.
Quite frankly, I don't support that, and I don't think you should.
I don't support it, but I'm here reading everything that they're posting.
Either, but it is what it is. The industry's fucked.
Yeah, what a way to not support it.
So, sounds good to me. I'm excited for it. It's kind of the biggest thing, in gaming this month. I hope you guys will all check it out when I play it coming in June. Okay? Cool.
June the King.
Hold on one second, guys. I want to pause because something in this office is making noise, and I don't know if it's the fan, the air conditioner, or the PC.
Okay.
And I want to try to figure it out. Okay? Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Fans have he said so many guys.
Okay, we skipped ahead. He's back.
One of my PC fans is making noise. Like I said, that case is so old. It's 10 years old. Half the fans already died on it.
Yeah, by the way, he's never cleaned out the case. He's never cleaned out the dust, so it's probably just dust on the fan.
But it's funny because the case had so many goddamn fans in it that it didn't need half of it anyway. It's ridiculous. The amount of fans that go on that
what's up,
fucking
dude?
thing. A few of them are like wonky and make noise now, but it's not a big deal. I could open the case and just basically readjust and touch the fans that they fix, but I'm not going to do that now in the middle of the stream. So. All right, let's continue.
Why not? That would be something different on the stream. Him opening up his computer and doing something.
Okay, so that's what I had to talk about today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed all that. Let's now get to shoutouts.
Man, this has been worthless.
And see what you guys want to talk about there, shall we?
Great. This is a lot more skip juice here. We're going to fast
forward. Okay, so we start off with Darth Fig, who did a $5 super chat to get the contribution started this morning, and he said, "Quick tips for Crow County." It's Crow Country, I thought it is, right?
No, I don't care.
All right.
Take a sip.
So pay attention to all the notes. Watch out for traps.
Dude, look at that. He just read it. Just reads it all, just takes a sip, then he reads it again. Very cool stream.
Get rid of the tiered rewards as we were talking about earlier, and just go straight to
wait.
Pay attention to all the notes. As 0 gimmicks like before, thumbs up. So my rune is basically saying get rid of the tiered rewards as we were talking about earlier, and just go straight to none of those at all like before then. Okay, that's their opinion. Emily, as a member, says I think the hats are cute. Well, there you go. Thank you, Emily. And then we got Philip.
That is new cat when cat leaves.
Who did a $2 super chat. Said this is a terrible idea. It sounds childish, laughing out loud. So I think Philip was reacting to the idea that I get something out of my closet and I bring it out as a decoration and we do like a little thing instead of putting on a vest. Okay. The Red King became a member this morning. Thank you to the Red King. That is
his little Wolverine toy thing was
and I appreciate
terrible.
that, Red King. And Ahmed8 did a super chat. Thank you to Ahmed for the super.
This dude really wants you to give him money to change his decorations in the background, and then he'll do a song and dance as he brings it out. I mean, it's so stupid, you should do it, just to see how, like, low he'll go. It'll be pretty funny to see him do, like, some bullshit-ass gimmicks that he complains that other streamers do.
For chat, let's get you on the leaderboard.
Like, he'll be dead inside while doing it, if he's not already dead inside. Skip.
Okay.
All right. Very nice.
On the tips side of things, so far I see one tip. Let me take a look. Hold on, because now my setup's all screwed up. Remember I told you my laptop reset? It's a troll. Okay.
Doing the Rambo laugh.
Get fucked, troll. Kiss my ass. And I'm not shouting out your tip because you are a waste of life. Okay.
A troll.
So what would you guys like to talk about? We have a little bit of extra time. If you tag me in the chat, we'll have a little bit of discussion. Or if any contributions come in, I will shout them out. And thank you in advance to anyone who supports the stream. Remember, any particular stream, my goal is essentially to raise who supports these streams.
Okay,
I really do appreciate that.
bag.
This is my living. You know, it's not like the old days where I'm making ad revenue on videos. Instead, it's chilling, hanging out, and having a good time on stream every day. So I hope that you guys will stick around and check out this Pro Country, which you guys have recommended. I'm excited.
It's not like the old days. Now
Game
I'm
Boy,
poor.
how you doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Except I'm
How's
not
the morning
poor.
going? It's been hectic, Gustavo. Like I said, number one, my whole laptop thing reset. That threw me for a loop. There was some things happening last minute that I had to do as I was trying to go live. So I ended up being like 5-10 minutes late to get my stream live, but I got through it and we're good. So we're good today. Can I get good at Street Fighter on a regular controller? Now hold on, because I don't know if the question is, can anyone get good at Street Fighter on a regular controller, or can I? Yeah, most people these days
What was the controller question?
don't use joysticks. They don't. Most people are either using a regular
Oh, can you get very good at Street Fighter on a regular
or even
controller?
a hitbox controller, which is just a bunch of buttons that you just push. A lot of people are getting away from joysticks. For me, I grew up playing Street Fighter competitively on joystick setups with buttons. So for me, it feels weird and unnatural to try to play Street Fighter on a pad. I have done it before, like in the 90s. I owned Street Fighter on home consoles and I played it on like SNES pads and stuff like that. But you know, is it possible? Yeah, it is. All these games now have dumbed down inputs for sure. It's much easier to execute and do things in fighting games. I wouldn't be surprised if there are top players who are playing on a pad.
my bad.
In addition to that, there's modern mode too. And modern mode takes all the inputs out. You can literally do a one-button spinning pile driver with Zangief, a one-button super, right? So, yeah, it's definitely viable for sure. Okay. Illogical Logic says, will I try out Fatal Fury when it comes out? If so, which character did I like in previous titles? I played...
I don't care. I really don't care. I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll pay attention to it, okay?
Okay, Fatal Fury. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm sorry to my Fatal Fury fans out there.
Shout out to Gustavo Fring, who did a super chat, said, runes on me. Thank you, Gustavo.
Dude, Penitent Sin with another 50 fucking member bomb, dude.
50 member bomb.
I can't even handle it.
I've been him. I will continue to be him.
That's you, man. What the hell is going on, dude? That's crazy. 50.
Oh, and also thank you to Meatball Man.
Meatball Man.
No, excuse me, not Meatball Man. Master Meatball. I said it completely wrong. Master Meatball for 1 month of a membership saying, would you rip an elf bar if we hit the donation goal?
Enjoy 50 of you.
Yes, I have no idea what that means, but I would do it because obviously I always agree to do things I don't understand. I don't know what the hell you just said. What the fuck is ripping an elf bar? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Right?
Ripping an elf bar?
What does it mean? Does it mean smoke a vape? Is that what it means? I don't know that. Is that what that means? Elf bars are vapes? Oh, I didn't even know that. I tend to keep anything elf-like out of my mouth. Like elf bars, elf sticks, elf flutes.
Okay.
I try to keep them away from me because, you know, they're probably not too good for your health. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta smoke a
All
doobie.
elven things stay away from Phil. All right?
I only know what doobies are.
Elf bars are the most popular nicotine products you've probably seen at a gas station. Number one, I don't step foot inside of a gas station.
What?
And number two, no, I've never heard of it nor seen
Wait, you don't go to gas stations?
it. Not once. I don't even know what you're talking about.
What? What does that mean? What? What does that mean?
Am I going to play ranked in Street Fighter 6? Yes.
I guess he just means when he gets gas, he uses his card and doesn't go inside?
The idea is to play with Blanca next.
You telling me you never go inside a gas
Then to do
station?
this special challenge room with
All right.
Brian on Friday. And then the next thing, I'm going back to Akuma. I'm probably going to do some casual play with Akuma to remember how to use him, try to get better now that I have no input delay, and then I want to get Akuma to master. That's the goals. I had Akuma in position
He
to
has
become
a
master,
Tesla,
and it was
dude.
just like the input delay destroyed
He secretly bought a Tesla.
me. And
New Theo
I
theory.
couldn't fucking play. So now I want to go back and I want to play without the input delay and see how I do and try to get him to master. And then once Akuma is mastered, then I'll probably take my other characters into the ranked and see how I do with them. So there you go.
Jasper, what are you doing? Jasper.
Shia, how you doing today? Welcome, Shia. Radical Jaws, how you doing?
Okay, we're skipping
Radical,
this.
what that means? Can you rephrase? That is not
Radical
English.
Jaws. Is Lily just bad into Menon? Dude, I love Menon. Oh my god, Burnell.
Hobo X says, if Nintendo does a Switch 2 announcement, will you live react to it? No, because they do their things at like 7 in the morning, my time. There's no way I'm getting up at 7 in the fucking morning.
7 in the morning is too early to get up. Thank you, Diablo, for the 3 months. 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning is too early.
No, because they do their things at like 7 in the morning, my time. There's no way I'm getting up at 7 in the fucking morning to react to anything Nintendo. They can go fuck themselves.
They can go fuck themselves. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is too fucking rich for my blood. Fuck that shit. Get the fuck out of here. 7 a.m.
You know? Sorry, that's just how it is. If they did things at a reasonable hour, I would. There's no way I'm getting up that early in the morning to react to anything Nintendo related. They're just not that important. All right?
They're not that important. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is basically 3 a.m. That's a good post.
Look at this bow. Is Lily a bad matchup into Minot? What does that mean? Into Minot? Are you asking if it's a bad matchup for Minot? I don't know. I wouldn't know because I don't play Minot. I tried Minot. I didn't get her at first.
Dude, Val Raven, you got scammed, bro. What the hell happened? Thank you for the $1.99. Jasper, our little detractor on the inside. Yeah.
Get down, you nut. Jasper.
Thank you, Val Raven.
Sorry
Sorry for the scam.
Him, so
what
I don't know.
I scammed you.
Thank
Val
you, Monk,
Raven.
for a super chat. I appreciate that.
Okay. This is where we fast forward. Nothing is happening. Oh, we're almost live, too.
Thank you, Monk, on the leaderboard.
Brunel?
Game Boys get to play probably downhill. Oh, I've only had Chipotle twice ever in my life. And the first time I thought it was decent. The second time I thought it was kind of eh. So,
Is this a food question? Yeah, Chipotle. Okay.
Jasper boy.
Wait.
I think the ring light bothers his eyes, so he won't look at the camera.
He is looking at the camera, though.
Jasper boy trying to lay on me during the podcast. Silly boy.
Okay.
What is the backstory of the bubble blowing reward, if I don't mind asking? So, basically, many years ago, when we first got Jasper Kitty, my wife and I were looking for like toys and things.
Wait, what happened? Let me hear.
Backstory of the bubble blowing reward, if I don't mind
All right,
asking.
let's go.
So,
let's see him retcon.
Basically, many years ago, when we first got Jasper Kitty, my wife and I were looking for like toys and things for him, and one of the ideas we had is bubbles. Like cats might like bubbles. Maybe they would like to chase a bubble or something. So we just happened to be out one day, and I don't even remember what store it was, honestly, but we saw they had bubbles, so we just bought like a 6-pack of bubbles, right? You know, the little ones, and we brought them home, and we opened them up, and we blew the bubbles, and Jasper ran for the hills. Like, no exaggeration, he was terrified of the bubbles because he doesn't know what they are, so he just like ran away. And
I thought he knew what they were.
Tried a couple other times. He didn't seem to
Thanks for clearing that up.
like them. So what I ended up doing, since we never used them, they sat in a closet for like a year, never used. And one day, you know, as we were thinking about things to do on stream, I think it was during like an event, like a marathon event or something like that. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. So it was during an event, and I said, you know, something special to do. Why don't I bring these bubbles in here? And I remember I blew bubbles with Jasper in the room, and again, he was terrified of them, and he ran for the hills. I was like, these are never going to work for him, I guess. But as I blew bubbles on camera that first
$0 in tips, by the way. That's I got to point that out in case you're not looking.
Time, people were like, oh, would you do that as a, you know, as in conjunction with something? And I don't remember originally how we did it, but I do know that eventually what it became was that if people did 100 likes on any particular stream that I did, that I would blow the bubbles, right? So for a while, it was like a year or two, I was asking people constantly, hey, could you like the stream? If you enjoy the content, please like the stream. This adds engagement.
Wait, King Jad, I declared a full house early because Phil was being a derailing dick, so I'm sending... Oh, shit. Hey, thank you, King Jad viewers. Welcome. I appreciate you. Welcome. We're still here.
Allows people to find it. And
we have a lot of skip juice, so we're going to skip forward. But hey, I hope... full house 2 days in a row and bingo.
More discoverable on YouTube. Now, Congrats. In reality, I think I was just blowing smoke up my own butt. I don't think that streams are discoverable on YouTube at all. Like, to be honest, I don't think that
Thank you, King Jad.
My streams ever show up in anyone's recommended at all, because you never notice me ever playing a popular game and all of a sudden getting a boost, right? It never happens. And we've had many streams with hundreds upon hundreds of likes on them, and we don't get more viewers. So I think it's bullshit. The whole system, I think, is busted. It's a game system.
Dude, he privates the video that gets the 100 views.
I had to do it to them,
he asks for 100 views on the stream and then privates it.
For you to get above the tip limit, Brandy.
Thank you. I appreciate the 5, Penitent. Yeah, he has 0 in tips, though. 0 in tips for DSP.
Certain people will always get into the algorithm and others don't. But anyway, you know, people would like the stream.
Oh yeah, the whole likes thing. He tells you to like the stream, or at least he used to tell you. But then he would private it and then re-upload the videos. So that probably is why you didn't see anything happening from it. Also, it's only 100 likes, and you don't get that many views either. So it's not like you're growing or anything.
When we hit 100 likes, I would do a bubble.
And I don't understand, because earlier he was telling us that he doesn't even want to grow. He stopped his aspirations for wanting to grow. So why did you even care about the likes? I mean, I guess maybe the likes are when he was caring, but I don't know.
All right.
Why are you talking about it now if you stopped caring?
Now, here's the thing. It was fun to do at first, but a couple things started happening. The first is,
Here we go.
and this is me being honest, the bubbles are kind of gross in an enclosed electronics-rich environment. It's one thing if you're blowing bubbles outside,
They're
or you're blowing
gross.
bubbles in your living room and they go everywhere. This office is quite small, okay? It's not a big room at all. Doesn't even have good ventilation or anything.
But I remember when he first started doing that, and people were telling him that he would have to clean it up.
So when I'm in here,
And he was saying, no, I don't have to clean it up. It's just a bubble.
and I'm blowing bubbles, they're getting on my camera, they're getting on my
Like, people told him that this would happen back then.
laptop, they're getting on the stick, they're getting on the joystick,
And he
they're
just
getting
ignored
on the
them.
fucking controllers, the headphones, they're getting on my PC screens.
It's
they're
just
getting everywhere.
soap, dude.
So every once in a while, oh, why is it so sticky? Because bubbles landed there when I blew the bubbles. Now I got to fucking clean my whole all office here.
Oh, man, I have to clean my office? I never do that. I'm not going to bother with these bubbles anymore.
Because gooey, soapy shit all over it, all right? So number one, it just wasn't clean. It was kind of nasty after doing it. Number two,
Yeah, Barrett.
sadly, much like what happened with the vest streak that we talked about earlier today, what ended up happening was, because bubbles were based on likes, and likes are free, basically my trolls had organized days. Here's what they would do. They would actually say to people, hey, go to Phil's streams and like the stream so he hits 100 likes.
Yeah, you guys remember all of those streams when I said that?
And then
Go like his stream.
bother the shit out of him about blowing bubbles.
Yeah, sure.
And then, by the way, once he blows the bubbles, take your like away from the stream. Because you may not realize this, but on YouTube, you can like a piece of content.
Oh my God.
And then you can remove your like.
Really?
Right now,
A streamer I follow had a super high sub goal in 2023, and as a joke, recreated the George Costanza in boxers photo shoot from Seinfeld.
No way.
There are mature yet funny ways to incentivize your community.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying when it's like he wants to do really dumb shit, and it's not even fun dumb shit. It's not even like fun dumb shit, because in at the end of the day, it's all dumb shit. Like what I'm doing, what we're doing. It's just kind of just for entertainment. So if you're gonna do something for entertainment, at least make it fucking entertaining. Rollback snort code. I agree with you. It's like at least do something that's interesting and fun, or it's memeable, or whatever buzzword he wants to use.
so right now there's 43 likes
Thank
on
you
the
so much.
stream. If you liked the stream, dislike it right now.
Okay.
I'm serious. Try it.
He's telling you to dislike his stream. He's trying to just farm engagement after telling you he doesn't care.
Why'd a like go up? I said to dislike the stream and you guys didn't dislike it. You
Look
liked
at
it.
this guy, man.
You did the wrong thing. I wanted you to hit dislike because I wanted to see if it would go down.
Diablo,
if
you're
you,
gonna
only if
die.
you already liked the
Thank
stream,
you.
hit dislike now
Really,
instead.
thank you.
Thought he didn't pay attention to the trolls.
Yeah, Zyker EX. He goes back and forth on that one. Some days he does, some days he doesn't. Who knows? It depends on his attitude, I guess. Thank you for the £2.
Boy, you guys just literally do the opposite of what I say, don't you? The likes went up.
Look at this guy. He loves it.
The likes went up. What the, well, anyway, what the trolls would do, all right, they would come in here.
He doesn't
in
care, by the
hundreds.
way.
Like they would go from a restreamer and they would come in and they would like the stream, so the stream would immediately hit 100 likes. Now, they particularly would try to do this during nights when they know I'm distracted. So, for example, if I was playing Street Fighter, or I'm in the middle of a FromSoft game, or I'm playing Call of Duty, they would come in during those nights, and then what they would do, I'm not kidding, they would hit 100 likes, and they would sit in the chat and say, blow the bubbles, 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 blow the bubbles.
I don't
blow
get
the
it,
bubbles.
man. Because he can do this with everything, and he does do this with everything. If I'm a real fan, and you tell me that at 100, I do a bubble blow, and then we get 100, and I'm like, hey, Phil, you didn't do the bubble blow. You said you were going to do it. He just will label you as a troll. Like, it doesn't even matter. Any form of dissent in the cult becomes instantly, like, you become an outcast. You get banned from the cult, and he kicks you out.
And I'd be like...
Because, like, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be a real fan, you could be a casual viewer, you can be a guy there for the first time. Doesn't matter. You get labeled as a troll.
What the fuck? Like, are you here to see bubbles or are you here to see me play a game? Like, that's not the purpose of the stream. This is not the bubble stream.
The bubble stream.
It's supposed to be me playing games and we have a good time, and the bubbles are just a part of it.
Speaking of a good time, Ramen Brahmin.
Not of lost lore. After Panda left, he said he would clean his office weekly.
Yeah.
We see how often that happened. Also noting the trolls again.
Yeah, and the thing, he said that him and Kat are the same kind of person. Whenever they see a mess, they have to clean it. They want to clean it. It's like in their blood to clean it. That's just who they are. Yeah, that lasted long.
Right?
Right.
So basically, it got so infuriating that people were acting so immature and flooding the chat, derailing the stream, talking about goddamn bubbles. I said, I'm not doing it anymore. So I just stopped. I literally, one day, I just had my fill, and I was like, I've had enough. I don't care about this. And basically, ever since that day, I have not asked for anyone to like my content. If you haven't noticed, I don't ask anyone to like the streams or anything like that. I'm like, hey, if you want to, you know, go. I guess you'll just do it naturally. But I never ask anyone to like the streams anymore. Because I really got fed up with
like my stream right now.
I'm
asking
and it was hilarious because the trolls would...
Don't like my stream. I'm not asking you to like it. But, like, if you want to like it, you can like it. But, like, I'm not asking you.
Still come in.
That's pretty much what he's doing.
And like the stream and say bubbles. And I would just ban them all. Like, oh, no more bubbles. Bye-bye. Ban, 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 ban.
Ban.
So...
Okay.
So there you go. I eventually had enough, and we just got rid of it. You know, it's like a lot of things. People want to ruin it. Here's the thing: with the vest goal, at the very least, if we hit the vest goal, I made some money, right? It supports the business. It supports my family. With the bubbles, it was just just like it, and what they would do after I blew the bubbles, then they would take the likes away. Which, by the way, they just did. We were at 56 likes. Now we're down to 54.
You just asked people to do that, though.
Really? Thank you.
You just asked people.
Honestly, think he wishes he had more intense trolling so he could play the victim more. Pretty sure those were dents with crowns begging for bubbles too.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter who you are. DSP sharts it. You could be anyone, the most devout fucking follower, but if you say things that he doesn't want you to say that go out of line, you instantly become a troll. Depending on how much money you give him or gave him.
You can like...
It might take longer, but you'll eventually become a troll if you start just listening to what he says and realizing it's all bullshit.
And then dislike. So the trolls would come in, like the stream, get it to like 120 likes, I'd blow the bubbles, and then they would go down to like 75 likes. They'd take all their likes away. So the engagement didn't even last because the way that these people were doing it, right? So if that's the case, like, why am I going to even care about that, right? So I don't anymore. Now I don't talk about likes on streams.
I don't care, except I just mentioned how people were taking away their likes just now.
Now I don't talk about bubbles and reward. I just don't. I just have fun.
I don't talk about the thing I'm currently talking about.
Guys, and I don't really give two shits about any of that dumb stuff.
I don't care, but I'm talking about it. Cool. That's how that works, obviously. Like a normal person would just say, oh yeah, the bubble go. Yeah, I kind of just stopped doing that.
Okay.
That's what like a normal person would say in that situation. If you actually didn't care. You wouldn't go in depth and then complain about shit from the past in the present and then say, I don't actually care though. But you just finished complaining.
Got a little bit of extra time if anyone wants to talk.
Nice, pick your ear. Dig in your ear some more.
Please tag me. If not...
And wipes it in his hand.
Crow Country.
Wipes it on his pants.
Again, I hope you guys are going to stick around for Crow Country. This is a game you guys recommended to me as a replacement for Multiverses that you guys have said is really, really good. So hopefully, you know, you enjoy. And again, today, if you can support the stream, I would very much appreciate it. My goal is to hit $50 in tips, but anything is always appreciated on any stream. Okay? Who would I say my main is in Street Fighter 6? I mean, I've played more Blanca, I think, than any other character.
Blue Blanca.
But, you know, who am I best with? I don't know. I think I win more with Blanca than any other character, right? But I think
Look at this like to dislike on the Fallout 1 Part 1. Fallout Part 1 thing. Jeez. 2.9k to 300.
You know, we'll see what happens once I play with them in this rebalance.
Okay. Let's fast forward. I don't care about any of this.
What is the scariest game I ever played? Is iconic to me for a specific scare? The game that scared me the most and always will scare me the most is Resident Evil 1. Because I was there at the beginning of survival horror becoming mainstream on consoles. And Resident Evil 1 was the game that did that. Before Resident Evil 1, you didn't really hear about horror games. They existed, but they were essentially like games on the back burner or PC-centric. But Resident Evil 1 crossed over into mainstream. Everyone was...
This bothers me. This is a specific, like, little nitpick that I can nit that I could pick. What game scares you the most? Resident Evil 1 because it was the first one. What the fuck you mean Resident Evil 1 because it was the first one? Why can't you just be a normal guy and say what game scared you the most? Like, his reason for it scaring him the most is because it was the first one and everyone played it and was scared by it.
Talking about it.
Like, have your own
Everyone
opinion.
was playing it.
Everyone was playing it. Everyone was scared. I wasn't the only one. Everyone, it was the first. Why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? You're allowed to have fucking opinions, dude.
And of course, the scariest part of that game is the dog that burst through the window in that hallway at the beginning of the mansion.
I mean, that's not
You're
scary.
Not
it's
expecting
just a
it.
jump
There's
scare.
absolutely no indication it's going to happen. And then all of a sudden that dog bursts through and you launch a long turd into your underwear. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to the restroom right after that moment because you cannot continue to play the game with a big, Lincoln log bopping around in your boxers.
He's so old school. Like, he's just saying Resident Evil because it's the oldest one and he played it when it was new or whatever.
I don't know.
But it's like, to say it's the scariest game you ever played is probably just not true. I just don't believe him. Like, maybe it scared you the most in the context of when you played it versus now you're not as scared. But, like, I just don't believe him. I don't believe that it scared him the most. Just because, like, I feel like he's just saying it because it was, like, the quote-unquote first one. The first survival horror game. He acts like he needs to be part of the group. Oh, everyone played it. Everyone was scared of it.
I actually don't know if I pooped, but I know that, like, I was like,
What?
oh! When it happened, I was like, oh! Just like that. It sounded just like that. Oh! And my mother, because I lived with my parents at the time, ran into the room, and she said, my God, is there, like, a 12-year-old girl shrieking in here? Is there, like, a sissy in this room?
This totally happened, by the way. Very believable story. This is the God's honest truth.
Oh! And my mother, because I lived with my parents at the time, ran into the room, and she said, my God, is there, like, a 12-year-old girl shrieking in here? Is there, like, a sissy in this room?
Sissy.
And I said, Mom, what are you talking about? I'm playing
Look at this
Resident
pride flag right here.
Evil. How dare you?
This fucking pride flag, man.
Okay, maybe none of that happened. Maybe I elaborated a little bit. Maybe I embellished a bit there, okay?
Elaborated, embellished? You mean
Lord
lied.
Licorice did a super chat. Who is your favorite Street Fighter 2 character? In the original Street Fighter, it was Blanka. The Red King just did a super chat and asked, why did I drop Tekken 8?
I don't give a
very
fuck.
simple. I can't play more than one fighting game competitively because I'm a variety streamer, and people prefer for me to not have my majority of my time be one genre. In order for me to continue playing Tekken 8 and getting better at it, I would have had to keep investing a ton of time, but ignore Street Fighter 6. If I play Street Fighter 6,
Dude,
then I have
Amnesia
to
was
ignore
good.
Tekken. If I play both, I'm going to be doing fighting games the majority of my streams, and that's not going to work. People want variety. That's what I'm known for. I'm not one of these FGC heads who just grinds fighting games all day. I would probably lose a bunch of my audience if I was just playing fighting games. So
I don't think
as you
so.
saw
Like,
off
why
that
does he think that
month and
way?
a half that I played
If anything, you could gain an audience by just playing fighting games.
Tekken 8, I was getting pretty good.
Like, I'm thinking of DSP, right? He plays the most boring shit sometimes. Hellblade 2, and not that Country is a bad game, but it's like, I don't want to watch DSP play it. And, like, dude, you should... I don't know, if you focused more on fighting games, maybe your audience would grow, because that's the shit that's entertaining with you. Maybe the shtick would get old, I don't know, but I don't think so.
Good. I even got my Yoshimitsu.
It hasn't gotten old in, like, the past 16
up
years.
to what rank was it? A purple or whatever? I can't even remember the
Like, if he leaned into his status, I feel like it would pay off in the long
ranks
run.
anymore. I already
But I mean, it's too late. I'm done trying to, like, give this dude advice.
But I got pretty hot. I was
guess.
like one tier below what they consider like high level play.
Whatever, dude. I
And
don't
that's
care.
good for someone like me who never really played it.
He's
at a
just
high
gonna
level. I
beg
was
all
learning, I
day.
was
That's
doing
what he's
better.
known for. That's what he does.
And as I said at the time, the only way I was going to get better was to invest a ton of time into the game, which I didn't want to do because people were already saying,
exactly.
we're kind of bored with
El
this, go back to
Famoso
Street Fighter. So there you go. If I was an FGC guy, I would be playing it right now. I'd be playing Tekken and Street Fighter. I would be balancing the two games. But, you know, people want variety. They don't just want fighting games all day.
All right,
so I
see ya,
had to make a
Diablo.
tough choice. Let's see here.
Next question. Let's see
Shout out
here.
to Big Boss.
0 tips, by the way. It's been almost the entire pre-stream.
Can you fly a helicopter or repair them? No and no. I'm not a repairman, nor am I a pilot.
He is getting super chats,
Gareth
though.
did a super chat. I want to ask you, if you could remaster a fighting game, which one would it be? Super Turbo. Akuma and Evil Ryu. Wow, that was smart, right?
I don't care.
Sadly, it's not a sequel. You've seen these. Yes. Yeah, apparently this new one, Alien Romulus, is essentially a retelling. Not really retelling, but kind of a reimagining of the original Alien plots. You know, there's face huggers. They infect a crew.
Here you go.
The crew don't know about it, but then they find out.
He's gonna explain Alien. I'm gonna skip it because in case you haven't seen Alien, go watch it. Don't let this guy spoil it for you.
Audiences, why do companies lie?
Why do companies lie?
Night Shift says, did you hear Konami say Silent Hill is for modern audiences? Why do companies lie? I don't even know what you mean. Likely what they're saying is Silent Hill 2 Remake is not just fan service for people.
Dude, we got movie sign in the chat. 20. Gifted.
If you remember Bomb.
Bomb. Let's fucking go. A lot of you here still. I hope you're lucky. Enjoy if you get one. Thank you so much, movie sign.
Who are fans of the original game. They
Huge
want this
bomb.
game to appeal to everyone. It's going to appeal to people who play games today, even if you haven't played the original. That's a modern audience, as opposed to, oh, if you really liked the original, 20-some years ago, you'll like the remake, but everyone else won't care.
The modern audience trope.
Right?
I love the modern audience.
Princess Consuela says it's about Newt's crew.
It's my favorite thing ever.
Being where Ripley found her. Oh, so it's a prequel? Well, I don't care then. I'm not going to watch it. I'm serious. I hate prequels.
Let's make the thing you liked, except make it worse.
To ever making a prequel.
Yes,
we already know what happens after.
Thing.
So why the fuck do I want to see a prequel? What a bunch of morons. Who is the person in Hollywood who greenlights prequels? Did you see Furiosa? No? No one else did either. No one likes prequels. Why the fuck did they keep making them? I don't understand.
There's multiple reasons why no one went to see it, but I heard it was good. I don't know. Dude, Penitent Sin now with another 20 gifted bomb, dude.
If you remember Bomb.
You guys are fucking terrorists right now. Dropping bombs everywhere. What the hell's going on? Thank you so much, man.
Based.
Thank you guys so much. Bombs and bombs. The gifted member bomb. Say something, Brunel, please.
Brunel?
It takes place after Alien. Yes, but it takes place before Aliens. So you already know what happens after, so why do I want to see it?
Like, what does it matter, though?
I just hate prequels.
It could be a good movie.
For me, I love
dude,
new stories that continue a plot, where there's stakes. For example, I'll give you an example. The Walking Dead Telltale series. Love them or hate them, you can admit that they keep you on the edge of your seat and they have a tendency to have people die off.
No, because if you hate them, you can't admit that, though. If you hate them, why would I admit that? Because I hate it. I don't enjoy it. It doesn't keep me at the edge of my seat.
Love them or hate them, you can admit that they keep you on the edge of your seat and they have a tendency to have people die off or something you don't expect. They're neat for that, right?
They're neat. Like my wife, N-E-E-T.
Dead Michonne is one of the worst.
What?
They're neat for that.
Listen to how he says this.
The Walking Dead Michonne.
Michonne.
Is one of the worst fucking narrative-based games ever made.
What?
Why? Because Michonne, the main character, has plot armor. It's a prequel to things that have happened.
This is so fucking stupid,
in other mediums. Man. So you know there's no chance she's ever going to get bit or killed.
But the story can be about something else other than just dying. The story can have different things. It can explore different things instead of just, oh, this character is gonna die.
So what's the fucking point of playing the game when there's no stakes?
It could still be engaging, bro. Better Call Saul is my favorite show. Somehow it's better than Breaking Bad to me. And it's a prequel. It's like probably the best prequel I've ever seen and that I'm aware of.
This new,
it doesn't matter that you know Saul isn't gonna die in it. Like, what that has nothing to do with it. It's about the characters.
Alien movie, you know that Newt is going to survive and the whole rest of the crew dies. Why? Because if you saw Aliens, that's what happened in Aliens. And that takes place after. So why the fuck do you want to see the prequel? You already know the outcome.
Oh my god. I won't spoil it. Guys, go watch Better Call Saul.
I just don't understand
if you haven't seen
I don't ever want to see a prequel ever.
Nah, man. Better Call Saul sucks because I know that Saul isn't gonna die.
It's easy to write if you already know the end point. That's why Hollywood loves them.
It's a bad show. Because the only thing you can tell in stories is whether someone's gonna die.
It's just so stupid.
There's nothing else you can do.
Stop doing that. Stop being lazy. Stop not taking chances. Get some skill.
Lazy.
Write a fucking story so people want to.
You can't convince me that Phil somehow played every cultural joyful game as a kid that went on to become legendary all-timers.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's okay to admit you ate glue and only played SF2 and Barbie's Dream House.
Yeah, DSP sharts it. That hits like a specific nail on the wall for me. He does that with everything. Like when he was talking about PCs back in the day, he would mention how he used to be a PC gamer. He would host LAN parties. He would play Quake 2 Arena and play with people. Like, dude, you don't have to, like, you don't need to pretend that you did that stuff. It's okay to not play everything.
to
like
have
it's
told,
fine
instead of being a hack.
Like I didn't play Fallout until Fallout 4. That's fine, dude. I didn't read Game of Thrones books until the show was over. That's okay. It's fine. Like, it's okay to not be in the crowd, like, as it's happening.
And jumping on the coattail.
Like, how could you have only played Street Fighter 2, you only played it, you never played video games, but you also played Resident Evil when it was new, and you played GTA 4 when it was new, before you started your YouTube channel.
Of someone else.
And you played Quake, but the only thing you played was Street Fighter. Like, it's fine. You don't need to do all of those things.
Else's work, because that's what this is.
It's like he's afraid to say his real life. He needs to be part of every crowd. He needs to fit in anywhere that he can, or that he thinks he could sneak into.
Movie sounds like. If this really is, oh, Newt's crew before Aliens. So basically, you stole the plot of Aliens, and you're making a movie before it, because it's half the work. Congrats. Well, I'm not seeing it.
Like, I hate the way he talks about these things. And he always talks about like spiritual successors and stuff like that, and he talks about them as if he's like familiar with the original and stuff. I'm trying to think of an example.
What do I think of Star Wars episodes 1 through 3?
Here we go. Here's a good one. Star Wars. Let's see if he's in the Star Wars crowd. Was he back in the crowd?
Thank you.
Right after this. Thank you, VLX.
Really?
For the 2.
Hates long RPGs but LARPs being a gamer for 10 years.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, where it's like he says Lost Odyssey gameplay is the reason he started his channel. It inspired him. Some guy inspired him to start his channel, but he never played it for YouTube. Not that that's a big deal, but I mean, I thought you weren't playing games back then. You told us you weren't playing games. So it's like, which one is the truth? Where did you randomly pick up Lost Odyssey on the 360 to play it? I thought all you played was Street Fighter.
Movies? Similar to what I'm saying.
Let's see. Is he a Star Wars fan? Yeah, BioShock, System Shock too. Hate Army. Big ups, by the way. Like, I didn't play System Shock until I played BioShock. I wasn't in with the crowd. But it's like, I love those games now. Like, it's okay to like them after the fact. You don't have to be in on it.
Some of them are good.
It's cool if you are, but DSP, you don't need to pretend to be someone you're not.
Star Wars episodes 1 through 3 movies.
Anyways.
Similar to what I'm saying. Even though some of them are good, I feel like they are underwhelming. Why? Because you know that Anakin becomes Vader. You know it's happening, and you know eventually the turn has to happen.
Okay, I hate the prequels, right? I hate the fucking prequels, but this is pretty dumb. They didn't hide the fact that Anakin was fucking Darth Vader. It wasn't a secret. The story wasn't like... It wasn't meant to like surprise you. It was meant to like explore that and to show you how he becomes that and how a character can fall from grace and how a chosen one can fail. And I hate the fucking prequels. It's a cool idea. It doesn't matter. It wasn't a secret. It's not the secret that like you don't need. It wasn't meant to be a twist.
Oh, some of them are good. I feel like they are underwhelming. Why? Because you know that Anakin becomes Vader. You know it's happening, and you know eventually the turn has to happen. And a lot of people agree that when the turn happens, it doesn't even make sense. That Anakin all of a sudden gets corrupted and turned to the dark side and starts murdering.
I mean,
the
it's not
fucking
all of a
younglings and
sudden.
shit.
Again, I hate the prequels, but it's not all of a sudden. It's just told and explained, and the reasoning is not great. It's a cool idea that I think George Lucas just couldn't pull off.
And it doesn't make sense. It's like, what? Get the
But
fuck
it's
out.
like, dude, I don't know. It wasn't all of a
It makes
sudden.
no sense at all that all of a sudden he would flip completely to the dark side like that. It's stupid. It really
It's
is. And it
stupid.
kind of, I feel like those prequels take away from the character of Darth Vader, because before the Star Wars...
Hate Army, the prequel we need is to see how a child who was denied the Wolverine toy became the King of 8. We already know he's gonna become the King of 8, but I want to see the turn. Hate Army, we should make that. Let's get our budget going.
Prequels.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
Darth Vader was a overwhelming,
Kickstarter.
mysterious figure of evil, but a redemption arc where at the end, at the Return of the Jedi, he actually overcomes the dark
Oh
side,
my
becomes
God.
good again, sacrifices himself to take out the Emperor, right?
Yeah, pay me
Now
tons.
that's stupid when you have to see his dumb origin story. He's a whiny, dumb kid, fucking pod. This is pod racing. And fucking dumb shit. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Why the fuck did they do that to Darth Vader? He was cool, and now you made him a wimp, a bratty, idiot, whining motherfucker with the worst dialogue ever, to the point where the actor couldn't get cast in any other movies and was kind of blacklisted and had mental disorders because people hated him so much.
That's straight up misinformation, by the way. He's shitting on a child. a child actor, but and spreading misinformation at like a child actor at the time. What the fuck? Also, that was part of the point, dude, was to show you what Darth Vader was like as a child. It's a steep contrast, right? Again, I do not like the prequels. I fucking hate them. They're terrible. But I'm like, even I can defend them at least a little bit. Like, this dude's so dumb. That's how dumb this guy is.
Why would you ruin fucking Darth Vader like that, you fucking moron, George Lucas, you idiot?
It was to show you he was like a normal kid. And how steep the contrast, like it's a very dark turn. It's a tragedy. It's a dark story.
Excuse me.
But
I'm very animated this morning.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Robert. The child, Jake Lloyd, I think, the child, Anakin, the mom came out recently and said that the mental illness that the guy suffers from had nothing to do with the Star Wars criticism.
Anakin Skywalker is just like him FRFR.
Yeah, if only Anakin got the Wolverine toy. I'm on thin ice. What? Why? For the prequels? Fuck the prequels.
Oh my god, illogical logic.
To do it to them, snipe.
Illogical logic. Yeah, true,
The worst
MG.
aspect of Phil is how he makes you gunt God for joyful you don't even care
Yeah,
about.
slime privilege. With the 5. I'm out here sticking my neck out for the prequels. I hate the prequels. But, like, dude, it's a cool idea. It was just told very poorly. Like, he's not a good writer. He had final say on everything, and I don't think that was a good thing, George Lucas.
Says, hey, I want a World War II
But, I mean, it's a cool idea. It's a cool universe. It's a cool idea. Just,
prequel.
you know, I don't like the movies as movies. I don't think they're very good.
Off Hitler, he's 10 years old.
Especially the second one. It's very boring. What's he saying? I don't know. Big ups True MG, by the way. He made me laugh. Invisible mutant.
Oh my god, illogical logic says, hey, I want a World War II prequel. It's Adolf Hitler. He's 10 years old. He doesn't hate things yet. Let's find out his origin story. Yeah, why not? Why not just do it for everyone, right?
Phil has only seen the trailer of episode 1 at most, and definitely not 2 or 3. This super vague explanation proves that, because anybody who has seen them would definitely trap on episode
Yeah, like I
2
just did.
first.
Bro, Phil's faded Zelda jammies. I literally just did that.
Really?
The second one's so
Clone
ass.
Wars did a lot for Anakin's character.
Yeah, and that too. There is the cartoon. I couldn't get into Clone Wars. I tried. I started at season 1 and I had friends telling me, well, you gotta get to like season 3. I was like, what? I gotta watch 2 seasons of shit that I don't like? I don't know. But yeah, apparently the Clone Wars is good too. I believe you. I just gotta get there. But yeah, big ups.
Oh, I just want to...
We're having Star Wars discussion
see
now.
These vicious
Did you guys watch The Acolyte?
villains and killers as children running around playing with fucking toys.
I'm never gonna watch that shit.
Why not? What a great movie. Oh, what a
Andor was pretty good though. I loved Andor. It's probably my favorite Star Wars thing.
great movie idea. And the ending writes itself because we already know the ending, right? Oh my god. Coffee Lover, thank you for a super chat. He says Disney sucks. Well, there you go. Well, Disney did not make the Star Wars prequels, for the record. They did not own Star Wars at that point.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you there. I do think modern
Would I rather the prequels over the sequels? I think I would have to take them.
Disney sucks.
Because at least there was like kind of a cool idea, some world building. They're terrible, but I mean, there's something. It's like someone that cared was behind it.
I think that they
Well, kinda. Maybe it was just all a toy selling scheme.
fucked up a lot in the
But I would take it any day over the new shit.
How can he miss the point of everything every time?
I don't know, Kalen. I don't know, dude.
last 5 to 10 years. But
Oh,
they are not responsible for the prequel.
my bad. I doxed you,
You
dude.
can't blame them for that.
Get doxed. Man, the whole Star Wars thing. Yeah, prequels over sequels any day, though.
Hobo X
And
says
I-
Indiana
like,
Jones.
that's crazy, too. I hate the fucking prequels, man. I hate them. I hate them. And I would take them any day
Temple of
over the
Doom is an
new
example of
bullshit.
One done well. You're right, but most people don't know Temple of Doom is a prequel. I didn't. When I saw it, I didn't know it was a prequel. It wasn't until many years later that I understood, oh
Doxed
shit, this really
live.
was a prequel to Raiders. Like, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
Most
I'm
people don't know
Brandon.
at
Hello,
all.
welcome.
They just think it's like,
Welcome to the
this is the
stream.
next indie adventure, right? Big Boss did a super chat. What was the biggest letdown game or movie for you?
Thank you.
Wow, letdown game or movie?
Really,
That's
thank
ridiculous.
you.
That's too
For someone who doesn't like prequels, and only cares about the end results, he sure talks a lot about his past a lot.
That's a great point.
Completely different.
He loves his back in the day segments, talking about his ex-friends.
One of the biggest letdowns ever was really.
Let's see, what's his biggest letdown?
Anakin was loved by everyone in the universe before Evil AJ did This Is How You Don't Jedi, and then a lot of people turned on him, so he turned to the dark side. Nothing he could do, he did everything right.
Phil Brunel, 4th place. That's great. Fucking Evil AJ.
Mars Attacks from Tim Burton, who I'd seen in previous works like Edward Scissorhands and the Batman movies.
Oh, Mars Attacks was the worst movie he's ever seen.
I loved it. Right? Insane ensemble cast, like you know, Jack Nicholson. Just crazy amount of talent. And the movie was so fucking bad and unfunny and just weird. I didn't like it at all. Cypress TV, thank you for your membership, says, I agree they should have just had episode 2 and 3. There you go. People Person says, strong rumors from a respected source. Code Veronica remake is in the works. I hope it has 2 and not 4 remake. Hope it is like 2 and not 4 remake. Quality backtracking and horror over action. Yeah, that'd be great. I remember Code Veronica has a really bizarre plot with some weird characters, but I actually really liked the game. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the most awesome, surprising moment of any survival horror game I've ever played.
Okay.
Ready?
What?
You remember it?
Right.
Well, I do. Ballpark beef franks. Shove that meat in your mouth right now and all summer long. Most of you probably have no idea what that means. But during my original Code Veronica playthrough, okay, I remember when I was playing it, I had been stuck at a part. And so I must have had like a walkthrough of it open on my laptop here. That I only was referencing basically when I needed it. But I guess the site had pop-up ads, which I didn't know. So I'm sitting here playing Code Veronica, and we're in a tense moment, like something gonna jump out, and all of a sudden a fucking pop-up ad appears, and it's loud as shit, and it just yells into the mic, ballpark beef franks. And we're all like, what the fuck? All of us like, whoo, huh? Like, who? It threw us for a loop. You're not expecting that during a fucking Resident Evil game, right? That was funny.
Okay. Boy.
All right, guys.
I was just letting him cook there.
We do have to end the show. People just keep on talking, but we have to end the show because we have to get ready for Crow Country, okay? Thank you all. Great podcast. Actually, really good Super Chat support this morning before we've even gotten started. I appreciate that.
Great.
Let's adjourn for today. I'm excited tomorrow to talk about what I thought about Crow Country and also to let you know what happened with Hades 2 and anything else that went down today.
Hades nuts, bro.
So,
fuck off.
Thank you guys.
Get
Great
outta
show today.
here. Hey, unrecorded. Let's go. Dude, we're so behind. We got derailed by Star Wars.
Peace out. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get set
Unrecorded.
up. I do need to just briefly use the restroom before we begin,
Cool.
but it shouldn't be too much of a delay. Thank you all. A lot of super chats came in during the show, and I appreciate that. Let's wait a minute. What am I clicking on?
A lot of super chats.
Here we go. And then you gotta do.
Yeah, $0. So in case you're not looking at the screen,
I'm pretty sure.
Cat Burnell, by the way, $0 in tips the entire show.
I don't need.
He got a lot of super chats, but 0 tips.
To play this game in.
You know he just wants to complain about it.
4K. I'm just saying. I don't think Crow Country is going to require 4K support. I'll probably just leave it at the 1080p, 120 hertz. I doubt the game's going to
go live. He's still 0. We'll go live in a sec.
60 frames, right? Probably not. Oh, I like how Sony owns Venom, so they have to advertise the Venom movie here on the fucking PlayStation dashboard.
Why wouldn't they? You're on the Explore tab.
Like I care.
Like I care.
Sony, I didn't see your first 2 Venom movies. Just because you have it on my PS5 dashboard doesn't mean I'm going to see your 3rd one.
You're so fucking pride
okay,
flag,
here it
bro.
is.
You fucking pride
Crow
flag.
Country.
Fuck you. Shut up.
Really, thank you.
Hey, Kiro.
$0, but it's still WWE Champions time.
Do I
He
have
loves
giant
it.
gaming
He loves it.
statues? No.
Thank you, ES, for the 2.
Oh. I used to have.
Yeah, what's he gonna do today? He's still at 0. I've been told live. If we go live, we'll go live right after this.
Big pop culture statues. Like I used to have like
This game looks sweet, by the way.
Marvel Comics characters and stuff like that. And I had a few gaming characters, but those are long gone.
Yeah, Iron
Those,
Aesthetic.
I haven't had those in 100 years. A lot of them I sold when I moved out here. and then others I had to get rid of at one point. So yeah, I just don't have any of that shit
few.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go on a brief break to use the restroom. Thank you for a great show. Remember, today, my goal is to hit $50 in tips.
There you go. He mentioned it. We have 0. No. 0.
So, remember, today, my goal is to hit $50 in tips. We have 0. So if you support the stream with tips today, that would be very helpful, and I would appreciate that. Okay? All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, dude, his wallet's itching. His wallet's hurting, dude. Okay, brief break. How long is this brief break? It was pretty brief. It was like 5 minutes. All right.
Back. Ready to start? I hope so. Hope you didn't miss me. Something interesting with this game. Hopefully it's good. And
yeah, beg Discord break. The beg tweet. We would have. I wish it was like 2 years ago.
Me. I don't know why I'm so.
Look at this. He leans in to do it. He couldn't do it from back here. He had to lean in closer. I know he's facing this way, but come on.
Wow, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so gassy. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil Burnell. Fourth place.
Thank you.
I like how Nightbot on dspgaming advertises other DSP in flowers in chat. Like I care. I don't like watching most of what Phil does. Why would you keep pushing that slop?
Yeah, I know. I'm not like I care, huh?
Wow, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so gassy this morning.
I'm very gassy.
Burping like profusely all morning. I don't know what's going on with me.
Oh my god.
I apologize for it, obviously. It's really revolting.
Bro.
Did he really need to?
Okay, everyone ready to begin?
He thinks so. This is like something annoying specifically that he does. He thinks that by pointing it out, like if I were to just burp into the mic and I say, "Oh, guys, I don't know why I'm burping. Like I'm just burping so much. I'm so fucking gassy. I'm just being a disgusting beast today." If I do that, that makes it okay. Like just because you acknowledge it doesn't mean it like it's okay. Why didn't you just mute yourself?
Here we go.
Come on, brother.
Roll country.
You disgusting beast.
Please let me know how the volume sounds, okay?
No signal.
The stupid mic is glowing. I'm gonna have to go mute it because... Hold on.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Thank you. Hold on. Really? The mic is glowing.
They did multiple lean in, hopefully, mouth fart noises last night. They were distracting.
Thank you, DSP Sharts it.
It's very distracting.
I'm glad I didn't watch that.
If you mute the mic, it stops glowing, so I'm just gonna mute it.
Yeah, Renee. I'm not gonna be around for that, but we'll see if it happens, I guess.
Even mic is like crazy colors, ambient colors and shit. Like, what the hell? Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. Alrighty, everyone. Hello and welcome.
YouTube mode
Something
on.
very different. Pro Country. A game that supposedly is a throwback to PS1 era horror games. It came out in early May. I'm actually playing it here June 4th, 2024. So a little under a month after it came out. For good things, people seem to be reviewing it well, saying it's quite a good game, and I'm excited to see.
We got Brittany coming out real quick before we go live. Let's hear this again. Look at Brittany. Listen to this lady.
June 4th, 2024. So a little under a month after it came out. For good things, people seem to be reviewing it well, saying it's quite a good game. And I'm excited. To see what it's all about. I have not spoiled myself on it or anything like that. I've stayed away.
Brittany.
And I'm curious to see what we will find. All right, ready?
All right, ready. Let's go live. $0 in tips.
Ammo in the sink?
Oh, this game looks sweet.
Why would there be ammo in the sink?
Huh?
That is weird.
Dude, what if like Mario ate a mushroom in like real life?
Is he like high all the time? That's crazy.
Boss is running, turn it off. What? Agent Mara Forrest saves the day once again. Wow. Automatic hand dryer. My hands are already dry. Push it anyway.
You think Mario is like high all the time because he eats mushrooms? Is that...
I totally want to know what this is. I think I can shoot it. I'm pretty sure I can shoot it, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. I think I might try anyway.
Wait, I gotta see before this. Does he do menu mode? It's a brand new game. Does he instantly go into the menus?
Forest, date of birth, January 12th, 1960.
Alright, kind of.
Trusty handgun. A gun.
Man, he like
It's funny because it says police,
detailed
but it doesn't say police of what, right? Like, where is she a police officer?
of Kuro
L2
Country, I would assume.
Does absolutely nothing right
Okay,
now.
nice. He's
R1.
doing YouTube mode. I've never played a game before.
Ooh, right thumbstick.
So this is some shit that I've been talking about, like behind the scenes, with people that know of this dude.
where we are right
Whenever he plays a new game, he does this shit. It's so fucking annoying.
Vision is fine.
And I know why he does it.
L2
L2
does absolutely nothing right now. R1. Ooh, right thumbstick rotates the camera freely.
Whoa, it's like it rotates the camera. Like he does this shit. So this is the thing. This is like his preemptive shield that he's putting up, right? So in case he sucks at the game, he's gonna make it seem like he never played it before. Oh, I never played it before. Like in his own brain. This is all a rationale in his own head, but also for the stream. Oh, I never played the game before, so, you know, you gotta forgive me, like, if I suck at it. But he does this thing where he overcompensates, and he pretends like he's never held a controller in his fucking life.
That, you know, again, classic survival horror games, you couldn't rotate the camera at all.
R1 does this.
Angle, but in this case, you have full 3D rotation. So that's kind of neat.
It's all just
so
some weird ego
you
protection.
can move and kind of see fully whatever direction you want to see. R1.
Like he... Quite literally, brother, Blood actually looks at the controller. That's how bad it is. I know it might be a nitpick, but like, bro, how long have you played video games? Are you telling me you need to look at the controller to see where the X button is? What?
R1 draws your weapon.
Like what?
Like you have a target. Yeah, look at that.
I know it's a specific thing, but I've noticed it. I was watching him play The Forest.
You have a target.
And he did the same shit.
Like,
he acts like he never held one of these, like it's an alien fucking device.
And that's free aim when I'm holding it. You can free
Look at this. He even holds up the controller.
Thumbstick. I'm gonna be honest. This might be a little tricky because it's very, very touchy. The PS5 thumbsticks, they're very sensitive. I wonder if it's gonna be hard to aim.
It's a thumbstick.
So what I see,
what do you
X
mean?
is I don't know. What is that? What do you think X means?
What is X? Where is...
And then circle.
What is that button?
When I press X, it just makes that sound. I don't know what that is. When I press circle, the whole controller vibrates. So maybe
Like,
circle
look
is
at this.
fire.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Maybe reload.
Like, I could launch a game right now and play it. And instantly grab it. I don't have to do this fucking YouTube mode-ass weird fucking Dora explanation of what the buttons do. Look at this dude.
Okay? And then we've got R2. There's absolutely nothing. Square, nothing. X, nothing. Triangle, nothing. And circle. Circle makes you run. Okay, so right now our basic controls are run.
But yeah, it's just something I noticed. It's some weird shield that he puts up just to protect his ego.
To enter the fairy pond. What the fuck did that
It's so that if he does well in the game, he can like pretend that, wow, I barely even know how to play. And like, I'm doing so good at the game. But then if he does poorly, it's because, well, you know, I'm like still learning the controls and stuff. Like that's all it is. That's all that is. It's really weird. And it's really weird for someone who doesn't care what people think about him to be doing that exact thing.
Yep.
And I know that he does it on purpose. Like he does it specifically for that reason. I can see right through him.
Hence why there's explosive.
He wants all the credit if he does good at it, but none of the blame if he does bad at it. In a video game. In a fucking video game.
Oh, you have a lot of inventory.
How old are you? 42?
You have a lot of inventory in this game.
42 years old? And you're still doing this?
About like this. Another first aid.
It's for super blind man.
They stack. They do stack.
Hey, Diet. Welcome. We might watch a little bit of this. Maybe like 5 minutes. Just because the game looks cool.
That's our first large.
And I want to play it.
And that's a separate inventory spot. Okay.
Yeah, Snorty too.
I don't know what this is. Box. I don't do anything with it. Ice cold soda. No change. Kick it.
He's so quiet compared to the game. I don't want to raise it because the game's really loud. Dude, Matt, legend.
Maybe sometimes something will come out and other times it won't.
Matt became a member for 5 months. Thank you so much, dude.
Base. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bronze. So again, if I find the bronze key, I can open 2 doors. Staff memo. Fine, I admit it. I dropped the bronze key into the fairy pond. It was an accident. It wouldn't be such a problem if we made a spare. Silver keyhole. No entry. There's something wrong with the ventilator in the fairy pond area. We think something might have crawled into the pipe and died.
It's been a while since I've seen gameplay. I forgot how bad it is.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh. I stepped on a bear trap. Why in the holy hell is there a bear trap in the middle of the theme park?
Yeah, still $0.
Ow.
We're live, by the way. So he's been playing for like half an hour.
All right. I'm okay now. Just
maybe
okay.
20 minutes.
Dang. A fucking bear trap. I guess I gotta keep my eyes peeled. We all know how to do with bear traps in the Resident Evil 4 remake. It wasn't pretty, so I gotta be careful now. Alright, I guess. Hang on. The wooden panel looks like a little different. Try to move it.
What? How does this work? I'm not even a bear. True MG. Yeah, we'll have to see, Demeter. Is this the $0 stream? Who knows? We'll just have to see. But I won't be around for it, but someone will.
Metal hatch. Large empty slot. Okay, we have to find something to put into
this game looks like early Mario 64 like screenshots. Not screenshots, like the 3D renders that they would do. It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why.
I think we put something in the crow. We have it walk the other way. And it'll go and do something. Like it goes down here. And it does something in the starter.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Right?
Like those Mario 64.
Huh. But we have to find something to put in. Probably like a battery or something, right?
Like this shit?
What we're doing, putting a battery in it?
Hold up. Like this stuff right here?
Hello, Mr. Crow. I'm looking for your boss. You know where he is?
Or this? Can you see this? I don't know. One of these?
Yeah, we gotta find a battery for this
I
thing.
don't know. It just reminds me of that. It's not quite the same. But...
Okay, so it's a puzzle for later. Cool. I received my first tip of the stream. Thank you very much to...
Oh, shit!
Oh, so this is just an anonymous $5 tip. They said you go back to the car to get more ammo if you're completely out. So it only works if you're completely out of ammo. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for that.
Damn.
Hopefully I won't be completely out of ammo at any point, but I guess we'll see. Maybe it's tricky in that way.
As a baller as possible.
Thank you for the first tip of the stream.
Yeah, that was kind of suspicious. Did he know who that was? And then he said anonymous?
Cool.
I don't know.
I
Great.
had to do it to them
He finally got his tip, guys.
Next day, everyone was yelling at me to play this game, but no one supported our stream. Guess you guys don't like it.
Yeah, without that one guy, we would have only gotten $5.
That's what he's gonna say. Some shit like that. Thank you, Val Raven, for the 5.
Where's the other one? Right here.
Did he really Ozfell?
Another med kit.
Why does he like
Good
these
call there,
puzzle
Dad,
walking
man.
games?
Good
This is
call.
a survival horror game. It's like Resident Evil
Obviously,
and
you can
shit.
shoot the barrels, but we're not going to do that till there's enemies to kill, which there probably will be soon. Alright, I guess we're going to this fairy pond.
Please play a game in the background. Play a game on top of him playing a game? I mean, I guess we could.
Fairy Tale Town. Oh boy, we got mushrooms. Magic mushrooms.
Ozfell.
It's almost like, can you just whack it? No. You have to shoot it because you don't have any melee weapons. Maybe
I don't
you can
have
get a
this
melee weapon
game.
later, but we don't have
I
it.
don't own it.
Why are the mushrooms?
How much is this game?
Oh, there's nothing in this one. Well, that sucks. Now we know not everything would
It's
have
on
an
my
item.
wish list.
Why are the mushrooms moving? That's weird.
26
creepy.
Canadian.
There's a barrel as well.
It's probably worth it.
2106 is written on the ground in red writing, possibly blood. That's always good.
A play along.
Yeah, I'm breaking everything and I'm not necessarily getting rewarded for it. Oh, here's another electricity thing. Remember, that hurts you. Maybe you shoot it from a distance, you can electrify an enemy. 2106. Written in blood. Is it a code for something?
Or is it 901Z? Haha.
Go
Let's
in the
do what
house?
Phil does.
A little house. Is this a real door? Locked. There's no keyhole. What about a post?
We're about to hop off here. This shit's
Bronze
pretty bad.
keyhole. We don't have the bronze key yet. Blammy C-Type says, what a throwback. I remember playing this on the Segundo Game Station 64. No, this is not an old game. This is brand new. This is not even a month old, this game. You know what it is? It's risk reward. So
What?
you can shoot everything to get
Oh,
items, but you don't
I thought he
know
meant the
there's an
game
item in
itself
everything
was
you shoot.
risk reward.
So there could be an item
Because
in
it
this
looks
box,
old or
then
something.
I'm wasting ammo.
Looks like shit. Oh man, don't say that. I like the way it looks.
A grenade, that's new. Now, how do you throw a grenade? Square. Okay. Squares are grenade. There's a bear trap. I definitely should not touch it. Want to see what's in here?
Brunel? Yeah, see, DSP, it's easy to see why no one watches this.
The Atlantic Globe.
Because at least with the fucking pre-stream, you get him saying a bunch of dumb shit. And you get potential gold dust and some stupid opinions and some rage and yelling at chat and banning people. Like this is nothing. This is worthless.
An Ocean Kingdom at Crow Country, which promises a day full of fun and adventure for the whole family. The park is owned by one Mr. Edward Crow, a lifelong Atlanta local.
Like, you have to sit there and watch him read shit and pretend to be interested in a game he has no interest in. He doesn't actually care about any of this. Hey, DL5, what's up, dude?
Exceptionally wealthy. Nonetheless, we look forward to seeing what Crow Country has to offer when it opens its gates this summer. Okay.
Alright. Cool. He read it. I guess he read it.
Staff memo.
More reading.
When the Swan breaks down, take the egg out of its wheel system. Doing so disables the radio signal and locks the wheel so you can get a mechanic to fix it. There's a hole in the fence. I can reach the edge of the water. This is weird. That? A box of shotgun shells. Wow, it was hidden in the grass. You couldn't really see it.
Oh man, yeah, okay, we're done here. I can't take this anymore. Holy fuck, man. How can it be so bad?
It's been broken. I don't know how to repair it.
Yeah, okay, we're done. Okay, guys, that was a stream. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. But I don't care about likes, you know? I don't actually care, but I'm gonna ask, okay? Sound good? Yeah, we're done. I know we didn't play anything this stream. Maybe next time. I didn't find a good opportunity to. Big ups, guys. Hey, thank you. Thank you for chatting. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the memberships, guys. You guys are crazy.
I'm him.
That's all of you.
I've been him.
This is all of you.
Continue to be.
Oops, I cut it off. I'm sorry.
I'm really him.
Big ups. Hey, guys. YouTube account. Shinu Pain. Zyker. Zane. Give you Spyro next time. Promise. Next time. Just for you, Zane. Cadence. Lucky Limes. Roachbait. Arson Z. King B. Cruel. Joe. Greg Williams. Barbie. Incognito. Beamer. M. Bloser. T-Linged Soldier. Xiaophoria. Lelouch. V. Britannia. Kiro the Embered. Alien. Legend. Paul Tar. Movie Sign. R.S. Nerd. Chody Tame. Meester. Big ups. Major of India. Yeah, dude. Xiaophoria. Why am I toxic? Maybe on his day off we'll do a gaming stream. That could be fun. Take a detox day from this guy. It's part of the song, is so good. Anyways, hey, thank you guys. Hope you had fun. I'm glad I was here for you to entertain you. I hope someone was entertained at least. Okay, see ya. Have fun.
Fuck everyone else. What? Devour. Control is desire. Her take. Control her take. Devour. What? Control is desire. Devour. Her take. control this desire.
They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
Full gout.
Young out.
Take, devour.
Sin City wasn't made